Okay, this is my second video for the day. This is extremely, extremely serious, people. What I'm doing right now is not extremely serious, but it needs to be done. And that is, honestly, I don't know what the percentage is, but I don't think she did this by herself. I don't. It's too much mixed up with the jars and everything. I'm even missing like some of the actual boxes for the jars, because what I'm doing right now is, obviously I'm in my room and I'm putting things back with their categories in terms of when I made it. Like, for example, remember when I did this for Amari? I should have a whole bunch of these around here. Anyway, I'm trying to find a spot to put any kind of container I can find right now to put the proper jar with each other. That's how mixed up this is. This is stupid. Okay? And for her to do all this by herself, steal my shit as she was doing it, I did get into the trunk, and it looks like they didn't get in there. Okay? But up on top, there's a gaping hole. So something was taken from up high against the wall. What it is, don't ask me. All I know is there's a gaping hole there. Alright. Now, I can't really get too far with things until like, look at this. Look at this, people. Like, nothing is matching up. Like, fucking nothing. Everywhere I go, I've got Alfredo sauce over here, over there. Now I almost got a full case. The mango, any apple mango that I'm finding is going over there, and I'm taking out the beefsteak now, ground or whatever, and I'm putting it over here, and I'm starting to, you know, because I might find an apple mango over there, or maybe over there. Like, it's stupid, so I'm, okay, don't get mad. I'm not mad. Honestly, I'm not mad. Blackberry jelly, 2018. Why is it up in my fucking face? Like, seriously. In a box with beef salt, blackberry jelly, and this size jar. Like, why? It doesn't make sense. Look, here's another one. Grape, apple and bits. Like, this is so off the fucking hook here. Okay, so I know I have beef with extra beef fat. So, the first jar that I found here, which I know is somewhere else in here because I've already read the label, but, like, whatever, it's going over here. And honestly, I should put temporary labels on these because you get confused, right? So maybe I'll do that. I'll do that right now so I don't forget where is what, because I can't get on with my life until this is reorganized. If I want to get something, how am I supposed to get it if I don't know where it is and it's all mixed up with everything else? But you see, I think that was done for a reason. I think that was done on purpose to distract me, right, away from climbing up on the bed and digging deeper, right, into seeing what else is gone up there, right? But I can't really get up on the bed until I can make a path and clear out this fucking huge mess that's here, as well as put my jars away properly, right? So I'm going to just write on here temporarily Okay, beef, extra fat. Oh, and I should write the date on it. I'm matching them up with dates too. Okay, so anyway, I did crawl into that corner. I didn't go through the whole thing because, you know, I'm kind of nervous, right? See, this was done in April of 2023. Why do I even have it in my hand? It should be nestled away someplace safe, but it's not safe. So that was April of 2023. Is that what I said? Okay, and then I'll just put, as I come across it, April 30th. Okay, so as I come across it, because that's what's happening here, people. I'm just coming across random jars of food, all mixed up. All right, and that was 2023. Okay, so now, I mean, and obviously it's a little harder for me because it's hard to see, right? But what it just takes longer to do, and you have to fight your mind to not give up. All right, so we're just going to tape that onto that container temporarily, and as I find those jars, I'll put them in that container, and then we'll see if we get a full case back, because I didn't really get a chance to eat much of the food because, you know, I'm busy all the time. That's why I was so happy coming to the tail end of it, because I was wanting to, and I was putting things up to make it easy for Andre to find, right? But things are going fucking missing, you know? It's like, okay. So that's what I want to say there. And then the other thing I want to say, see, and then we've got beef with salt, but that's a small jar, right? Like, nothing is adding up here, people. Okay, here's another one. Beef, right here. No, this one's beef, salt. This is September 18th of 2023. Because she probably walked off with some of my canning jars, I'm telling you. And you know beef is expensive, right? But I don't think she did it by herself. I don't. For her to do something like this, to the manner the way she did it, and then profess to be my friend, or something to her, at least enough to watch her kids, and for her to come and help me, whatever, and then to turn around and do this, and rob me yet? Let me put it to you this way. That guy that came to the door, I told you she was guarding the door. She was guarding the trunk and anything. She didn't want me to go out. She put the trunk right in front of the door. She was on the inside by the trunk, but on the inside of the door, standing guard. I came towards her. This guy all of a sudden came to the door. I don't know. Talking about, you know, like if you were planning a sting and you kind of got caught, you have to have a backup plan. Because she quickly went on to say, oh, I called and I canceled the Uber, and because he said, oh, did you cancel the... I don't know who said it first, but she confirmed that she canceled the Uber. But the point is, when I don't... Tisha phones and gets me an Uber. But if you're not outside, like that, those buggers, they take off. They don't wait for you. Maybe for a minute or two, but they don't like to stick around. They don't like to get out of their cars either. What I'm saying is, now maybe somebody can answer this question for me. Do Uber drivers get out of their vehicles and come to people's doors? I don't think so. And I don't even think taxi drivers do that, because this dude came right up to my door and started conversing with her. And they played it off like he wasn't going to take the stuff, but for whatever reason he would if she canceled the order. I'm wondering if he was already loading up the stuff prior to her ready to leave. And he didn't know I was at the door. And by the time he got to the door, he realized I was there. And then all of a sudden, the story of, oh, well, did you cancel? Well, yeah, if, I did. And, and he said, oh, okay, well, then we'll go. And I'm like, okay, problem solved. And I walked away. Because I thought that she had the easel, the winemaking kit, the 2 sewing machines, a few little children's guitars, a little bag, oh, what else? A freaking small blanket. She actually, honestly, people, she didn't have a lot of stuff. But when you look in here and realize what she took, yeah, she had a lot of fucking stuff. But for the amount of stuff that she took in the amount of areas that she took it from, and in such a short period of time, I do believe somebody helped her. And being that she's so unremorseful about it, being defensive and acting like a victim, and just by the very fact of, oh, you got a lot of corned beef. Crab is expensive. And I'm like, yeah, but how would you know I have a lot of corned beef? Well, because there's a box there, but that box, I don't know. I need to get up underneath my fucking bed. Okay? And I actually even need to maybe pull out that box. Seriously, because I got to go through this room with a fine-tooth comb. Yeah, and the first place, though, is to start sorting out my jars, because I'm not going to get very far with everything all fucking mixed up here, there, and everywhere else. So for the next 2 days, I guess I'm going to be sorting out my jars. And as I do that, I'm going to talk about this shit, because this is messed up. Like, completely messed up. I'd be surprised if all my food is in here when it comes to home canning goods. Okay? Because nothing is matching up. Plus, the boxes are, I'm almost positive, some of these fucking boxes are mixed, are gone. In terms of, like, the actual box that these things come in with. Right? You know what I'm saying? That's chicken noodle soup. Yeah. Like, what's in this case? I should not cover these jars until I know it's a complete full case, or at least pretty damn near to being full. Okay? Like, no. You see? This isn't even adding up. Nothing is adding up, people. Absolutely nothing. Like, why? Why did they do that? And she didn't, how could she possibly do that by herself? And then yet find the time to take the shit out of my room as she did it. It's impossible. Okay? This shit's heavy. Now, these smaller jars have their own boxes. Why they're in there? Blackberry jam? Well, this one isn't even blackberry jam. Or blackberry jelly. We got blackberry jelly, plus we've got black cod. Would I honestly mix black cod with blackberry jelly? Like, come on, people. This is what I mean. Let's see what's in this box, because I haven't had a chance to fucking look at everything yet. Okay, so we got Great Melody, Great Melody, Great Melody, Great Melody, Great Melody, Great Melody. Okay, okay, okay. Beef broth does not belong there. Pork does not belong there. And apple plum doesn't belong there. Okay? So I'm either going to find 3 more jars of grape jelly, or I'm not. I'm either going to find apple plum. I'm either going to find 11 more jars of this in its own box, or I'm not. The beef, the broth, the small broth, that's a hit and miss because, you know, I do my broths, I either do them in pint size or liter size, and then if there's a little left over, yeah, I might do that. So that we'll cut some slack with. Okay? But this is what I'm up against. This is stupid. So I'm going to breathe through it, okay? And I'm just going to navigate. Like, does this one even match up? Black cod, yeah, chicken with bone, beef, like what the fuck? Beef, April 16th, April 16th, beef, April 16th, beef, 16th, and then a whole bunch that don't match up. Nope. Nope. And she was in that corner. How deep she got into it, I don't know. Now, the box that I was talking about with my jewelry, well, not jewelry, but the rings, I did manage to find, I guess you could say, the box. It wasn't as big and as dark as I remembered it to be. But can I promise you that each and every ring is in there? No. Can I promise you that all the coins that I had were in there? No. Okay? And then the box that was odd shape, remember, last video, it's uploading now, that was half empty. That was half empty. I don't have things like that around here, half empty. That necklace I was showing you with the video being uploaded now should have been in that other box. And that box should have been full. And it wasn't. But I'm not going to worry about that. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, okay? Because like I said, I'm not trying to falsely accuse anybody of anything here. But I'm also not going to sit by and say nothing about... I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this shit. And I'm having to go through each and every box and reorganize. And look what I'm doing now. I'm on the hunt. Right? Okay, do you see this box here? I just stuck my hand in it. Remember I had my jam box here? And the jars were pushed? And there was a hole in it? Stuck your hand in. Well, guess what? Because I'm trying to make space here to make more room for jars to sort out. Right? And I seen the box there. And I'm like, oh, okay, because I'm looking for smaller boxes with my stuff inside. Like the salmon and shit, right? Well, let's see. Look what happens. Do you see what's going on here? Oh, wow. Wow, what in there? I feel cans. But there's a big gaping freaking hole here. Here, I'll show you. Huh? Just so you see. I'm not lying. Don't lose the tape. Does she steal tea too? And this box here, that she's got all this miscellaneous shit in, that is for liter size jars. So she probably walked off as my liter size jars. Those are just tea bags. Let's open it up together and see what she did. She didn't move the tea bags. She just busted her hand through the box. Okay? Oh my God. What the hell? What do you think about this? This doesn't make sense. It's all fucking mixed up again. Do you think she was packing this for herself? What is this? Chunk crab meat. This is new. This is fucking new. I didn't buy fucking crab meat until the last little while. Look at this. Fucking shrimp. Are you looking at this, people? I'm telling you, she didn't do this by her fucking self. There's no way. What is that? Flakes of turkey. didn't even know I had flakes of fucking turkey. What the fuck is this? Flakes of turkey. Oh my god. I don't even know where that came from. I don't ever remember flakes of turkey. And I would never do this. What is the date on this fucking thing? Oh my god. It's gotta be a date on it. It says May of 2025. What's the date on this? There's gotta be a date. Sometimes they don't put dates on things. I can't see it. I can't read it. It doesn't make any sense. I have these all in their own boxes, people. So if you need it, you know where to freaking find it. Okay? This is bad. So freaking bad. So freaking bad. There was something else in there and she just took it out maybe and just fucking miscellaneous things, but honestly I don't even know where those flakes of turkey or ham or whatever that was came from. Okay, so we know this camera can go out on us, right? Because of the battery, eh? It says Baby Clams 2023 mushroom soup. So Baby Clams 2023. At one point I had sprouting seeds in here, right? Sprouts, right? I scratched it out because I guess I changed whatever I was going to change. And I don't know. If I had baby clams in there or whatever, maybe they're gone. I don't think so. I don't know. Because any baby clams I have, I moved them. So, and whatever was in there didn't belong in there. The only thing is maybe I put the flake ham because at one point I did in the past buy, but I don't know. That's just what I mean. Like, none of it's making any sense. Now I'm just going to repack that box, and then I'm going to scratch out baby clams and mushroom soup, and I'm going to write on whatever I put in there, and I'm going to tape it up. Okay, I highly recommend you tape these things up. Okay, if you ever do stuff like this. And fuck, man, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I can't tell you not to trust people or let your quote unquote, what would you call that person that did this? You can't call her my friend. She sure in the hell wasn't a stepdaughter, that's for sure. And one from hell, maybe, but, you know, I mean, I did more for her than she did for me because, like I said, she got me babysitting 2 times a month. And, you know, I was on her beck and call there, right? But whatever. And then she turned around and she did this. But honestly, I don't think she did it by herself. I think that guy was coming up and down the stairs already loading up whatever and then he'd seen me, and then all of a sudden the tune changed. And that's why she was standing there. She was fucking standing there. Yeah. And then when it was like almost done, right, she just picked up the trunk and wobbled off with it. Andre said she was struggling with it down the stairs because it looked heavy. Because she was teetering with it, right? Because it was fucking heavy. Damn right it was heavy. But other stuff had already been loaded up. How could one person possibly do this by themselves? And even if she had a half an hour, you know, I don't know. I have to see. I have to wait and see. Okay, this is gonna... Oh my God. Don't ask me what that was. Hopefully the camera won't fall. This is gonna be one long-ass day. And I'm fighting with Andre over silly stuff. So, I got into the corner over here, checked the box down there, everything in terms of the... Because she stole my chocolate, I can tell you that right now. Any kind of chocolate she could get her hands on, she did that. I'm going to show you what I'm doing here in a minute. See these? Okay? I'm using to secure box with box, so it doesn't slide. right? And I'm making it so that you can actually get the food, they're canned goods. You can actually get the, you hear that outside, right? I'm in a war zone. That's quality living. Beep, beep, beep. Honk, honk. Front and back. Anyway. Okay. So, because this is not sitting the way I'd like it to, I don't want the top one to slide off. Right? And what it is a box that I cut a hole. Yeah, well, don't grumble at me. I'm working hard. Okay? I'm going to be in here all day doing this. I told you, I want to call the cops. But before I can call the cops, see what they have to say about this shit, I need to know what the fuck I'm talking about. In terms of what I think she took. Okay? That's going to take some time to fully figure it out. And the only way I'm going to figure it out is by sorting it out. And since I'm sorting it out, I'm reorganizing it. Whereas in this situation, we can get to. As well as I'm wiping the floor with a damp rag and cleaning. I'm opening each and every box, finding Kinder surprises that don't make sense. Came from Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Right? You know what I mean? I don't know where, or from the Twilight Zone or something. I must have had at some, well, I did. I remember buying that flake ham or turkey or whatever the hell that was. And I ended up eating a whole bunch of it because I was doing this shit, and that was the only thing I was eating as I, was canning and working in the yard. And so, I'd come after doing all the work and I'd wolf down a can or two of that, and that would be my dinner for the day. So it went so fast that I decided I'm never buying those again. So I must have just taken those ones and put them in a box with, well, I sure in the hell didn't put them in that box the way it was. No. That box was robbed of something, a whole lot of shit. And then the stuff that was put in it was used to hide what was robbed. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I did that wrong. Oh my God. Because Andre's arguing with me, that's why. As if I need argument with a bad attitude. Because I'm asking him to do some things. Right? Because he thinks he can just lounge around and play the fucking computer all the time. Like, he's so close to losing that computer, and once I take that computer away, that's it. It'll be gone for months, and he doesn't realize that. And as soon as he thinks I'm getting close to it, he gets all, ooh, starts crying and teary-eyed, and ooh. And then I settle and I ground him for a day. And I argue for 4 hours just to get him to accept that he's grounded for the day. But he'll stay off the computer. But it's not long before he's right back to his old antics. Yeah. He thinks he can boss me around. Well, look how people treat me, though. It's not like I get a lot of respect from the people around me. So why should he respect me, right? He's in conflict, always in conflict, right? And it's not his fault sometimes because he acts out on his emotions, right? Doesn't make it right, but I understand it. I can't, remember my cut? I don't have a Band-Aid on it. And I'm poking fucking stupid metal into it with the twist tie. I would have been better off to get a freaking, okay, I'm just going to leave that one. That was pointless. I would have been better off to, oh, that hurts now. I poked it with a piece of metal. Fucking hurts. Oh, it burns. And then when I have little things like twist ties, here we go. And I'm all stressed out. Just do it this way. We'll cheat. But we'll just do it this way. I put them down, and because I can't really see them, that's when I start feeling around. But yeah, no, I'm opening up each and every box, double checking to see what's inside, checking to see if it matches up what I have written on it, if it has something written on it, right? Don't know what I'm going to find. Empty box, half a box, right? Things within it that don't belong there, that tells me that, like the ham that was in that with the yeast, that whole box disappeared. The ham box disappeared, and she took some, oh, it's bleeding again. It's starting to bleed again because I poked it with a twist tie, the middle part. Because I'm not focusing, because I'm getting angry with Andre, and I told him even before we started, you know, Nana's having to, you know, I have to work all day and I'm cranky because this makes me angry, right? And I don't want to take my anger out on you, Andre. So just, you know, do as I ask. And it's a lot of it's related to Amari right now, right? And it's not like he doesn't know what to do. He's just, you know, he's playing that computer game, and he figures he can just lounge around and get his strength, and you know, he has to clean the living room, but clearly he doesn't want to, so he's pouting and lounging around. And then I'm like, you know, make Amari his cereal, and you know, he, you know, just okay, so now I'm gonna show you what I'm doing here, because I have, you know, I can't leave my room like this, no way. Right? There was a reason I did all this canning all these years. And you know what? I'm actually quite surprised with these books. I mean, jars. They're being clanged around, moved around. Some have fallen, and yeah, the whole 9 yards. And so far, none of them have popped. None. I'm surprised. Really surprised. For as much clanging and falling and bending and thing just on top of them, and who knows what that girl did. And if she had someone in here helping her to do it, who knows what they did. Because I don't think she did it all by herself. I really don't. Right. Okay, so technically I should do that again. But I have an idea here. So I'm going to show you basically what I'm doing. Okay. All right. Check this box. It had amaranth in it. 3 jars from 2023. So I took out one. So with the bag of amaranth that I just bought, I'm going to jar them up, and I'm going to put them in a different box, because I've got the one down there somewhere. And then I went in, because I'm going through all the boxes, right? And I found a 1-size gallon jar with sweet rice in it, which technically, honestly, I don't think it should have been over there, but whatever. I put it in there, right? Because she got into my raisins. She had 2. One is over there. If the cops come to the house, I'm going to show them. Because, honestly, I phoned. I did. I don't fuck you, Rhea. You better be scurrying around like a fucking rat to go hide the shit. Okay? Because if the cops come and talk to you, or whatever, you brought it on yourself. I don't give a crap, bitch. I don't. Because I phoned him and I said, listen, you know, I just talked to somebody, right? I don't know what to do. Like, you know, like, blah, blah, blah. And they said, well, did you ask her to give back your stuff? I said, well, no, because she stole it, right? Like, I asked her why she was in my... The one time I talked to her, I didn't know she was stealing people. I just asked her why she was in my room, right? And then she said she wasn't... Oh, no. She said... How did it go? I phoned her up. I asked her if she was in my... I asked her why she came back into my room. She tried to say she didn't. I said, yes, you did, because there was a box of freaking, what is that called? Shrimp down there. And those ones were removed. I wasn't even aware of this clothes being ruffled. This, right? Oh, whatever. I don't know what she said, honestly. She blew it off. So I phoned Tisha. I said, Jesus Christ, Tisha. I said, you know, she went in my room. And after I thought about it, I came in here, and that's when I started to realize that she had taken some of my clothes, because I started looking for the things that I would wear that should be here, and they're not here. And then Tisha ended up phoning her, and then through that, Tisha phoned me back and said that she admitted to coming into my room, and that she was sorry that she did it. Right? I don't know if she phoned me or I phoned her back. I think she phoned me or something. She tried to apologize for coming in my room. She said it was wrong for her to do that, but she was just trying to help me. And I reminded her that I told her that we were done in the room, so there was no reason for that to happen. And anyway, I didn't bother after that. I just went about my business trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Did the video, right? I did the video here as I was cleaning out my clothes, and that was before it all blew up the next day when I got up in here, right? More was discovered. That's when I discovered the jars all mixed up, and right, and just my chocolate is gone, and just whatever, right? It took a while for me to have it sink in. So I told the cop, no, I didn't ask her to give me back my stuff, because technically I hadn't talked to her about that, because I didn't know that she had really stole anything. I was only thinking she was when I was talking to Tisha, and I'm like, I think she stole my clothes, and then I found that box over there with that mix match miscellaneous crap in it, with the box from 2024 of March with the cast, okay, that one, which should have had meat in it, people. And then I phoned Tisha again, and then she phoned her, and then it just fucking, I don't know. And then the next day Tisha called me this and that and everything under the sun, because Paige called Tisha from Africa or something, saying that I was talking about Rhea's kids. And then Tisha called me up and said, take down the video, because if you don't take down the video, I'm not talking to you anymore. And I'm like, you do realize what the fuck Rhea did here, right? Right? Like, by this time, like, I'm in full awareness of what she's done. So when I'm talking to the cop, I'm like, no, I don't want what I gave her, but as I'm going through my room, I'm okay, and then I don't know, the cop said something about something, and she thought she asked me, like, well, what went missing? I told her clothes, fabric, and food, right? When I said food, she was thinking, like, a few packs of Mr. Noodles, a can of beans, and nothing to the degree that, not a full 1-size gallon jar of $200 or so of chocolate chips, not $500 of Baker's chocolate, not including chocolate chips. Okay? She went for the chocolate. She even picked up the chocolate in the liter-size jars. Because I had a couple here with the 1-size gallon here. I kept it close to the chocolate, but there was no room for it, so I just put it in the vicinity of. But she went into everything. So when I got here and I really started looking around, obviously the chocolate is gone. Even the couple of 2, 3 or whatever of 1 liter size mason jars are gone. The 1-size gallon jar is gone. And what she put here instead was 2 gallon size jars of organic raisins and Sultane raisins, which would have been in a box And that's why I'm going from box to box to box. But I guess she ran out of time, or maybe she forgot it. Maybe, who knows? They weren't, I never had them here. I had them fucking long-term food storage put away, because that's because I like to keep things cool and, right, and insulate things, especially stuff like that. And so I'm having to go from box to box, read everything. So that's what I mean. Like I said, well, no, I'm, you know, we're looking at $500-600 worth of chocolate chips. Because she goes, what? I said, yeah, because, you know, I'm a food prepper, right? You know, she came in and she fucking wiped me out. Oh, well, in that case, the tune changed. Well, in that case, so who said that to me? Was it forever, truly forever, Shelley? Or was it Bailey? Or was it that other person? I don't know. But this, one of these women said, it's a good thing that I'm documenting this with these videos. Damn right. It is a good thing that I'm documenting this with the videos. Because it shows to the extent of what this bitch is putting me through. Like, this shit is not a fucking joke. Okay? I got everybody fucking mad at me, all bent out of fucking shape, being rude, disrespectful in terms of Andre, right? Because he can't play the computer game. He has to clean the living room and feed Amari for me, right? You know what I'm saying? As I'm going through this, I don't know what you want to call this. I mean, like, this is worse than the Twilight Zone, I would think. But you know, I'm working with it, and I'm sorting out. You see, I got these jars here. And the ones that don't match, this is turkey, no salt, right? September 4th, look, see, 2013. So I got 7 jars. This should be a full fucking case. Clearly it's not. I'm at, I think, 8 pastas over there that I'm picking from over here. And right, we've got the mango, apple mango, that. As I find an apple mango, I put the apple mango and I take out what doesn't belong in there. Maybe we'll get a full case or not. I don't know. You see where I'm going with this. I think she walked off with 1 liter size jars because I've got a box here that's got no jars in it that was made for a 1 size liter jars. Okay, so I'm taking it in stride, you know. And I told Andre I can't call the cops whether they do anything or not, right? I mean, for all I know, my time could run out. Who knows? Until I can't bring them in here like this. They'd be like, oh, well, you're a fucking crackhead here, bitch. Oh, sorry, Miss Turney, you're not a bitch. You're just a crackhead. Or maybe you're a tweaker. No, I'm not a tweaker and I'm not a crackhead. But the way it looks in here, you think I was, right? Clearly. So, you know, a crackhead or a tweaker did this to me as they were plotting and scheming to steal $400 worth of fucking raisins in jars yet. And you can say the jars were $40. So $440 at least, if not more. They were trying to walk off with organic fucking raisins and with jars all nicely ready to go. So we're going to put it at $440 for the raisins, but she didn't steal them. But I'm going to show that to the cops. I'm going to say, this is the kind of stuff she walked off with. Because she walked off with my freaking chocolate. And not only did she walk off with the chocolate, but in the 1 size, but she walked off with the chocolate in the little size, and probably some cocoa powder, as well as all the baker's chocolate. Now, if I find it, I'll let you know. And I won't include it in the list. But she got into each and every box. And this is what makes me suspicious. How could she have done this on her own? I do believe that she snuck somebody in with her. And she was so cold and callous about it when she came out of the bedroom. It was almost like she was freaking hostile. Do you know crab is $7 a can? It's so expensive. Like, you know, and you know, you got lots of crab. And I said, well, that was my last finale in terms of food prep, right? You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, but corned beef. You got lots of corned beef. How would you know? You can't see it when we did what we did. There was nothing for you to see to suggest that I had, because she went in there. For all I know, she was underneath my fucking bed with the person beside her as she's moving things. That person is moving, and they're working as a team as quiet as they can, because this clearly was a fucking smash and grab. It clearly was a home invasion that was aggressive, and they definitely looted me. So I wanted to put that jar of raisins away back into a box, but I decided, hell no, I'm just going to leave it over there. So when the cops come, because I'm calling the cops, okay? I'm calling the fucking cops. I don't know what else to do. This is not a disability. And then she stood fucking guard at the door. And that dude, when do Ubers ever come to the door to ask if they're going to cancel the order so that they can take the customer someplace with a lot of stuff when they told the customer initially that it was too much to take? That doesn't add up. No, the dude was probably going up and down the fucking stairs, taking my shit down, and I happened to just come along, and that was the gig, to cover up their tracks as Rhea was standing guard to make sure that I didn't stumble upon her dirty deeds. Yeah. Okay, so that's where I'm at within my day at this point. It's moving slow. Oh, yeah. It's moving slow, but it's moving. So what I've done is I've checked this box. I took out one amaranth, right? And I added in a sweet rice that was over there. Now, whether that sweet rice belonged over there or not, I don't know. It could have been freaking raisins, because the raisins were down here, and she got the sweet rice from a different box, but besides that point. And then these were here before, but they were going the different way with other stuff. And what I did, if you can see, I cut a hole in it to make it easy. I wrote that, but I'm going to put a white label on it so it's easy to read. But even if you ripped off the label, you can still see what's on the box. Not that anyone would want to steal that, but do you see how easy this is to jimmy it out? Okay? And as long as you before I go too far with this, I need to put a piece of cardboard underneath this. I mean, obviously, the more you take out, the more compromised this becomes. But at this point, I don't need these, right? Because I got them everywhere else. So for storage or whatever, and I just thought since I was making it for now, it was easy. So actually, you can take out, and then as it gets less, I can put more back in, because I have elsewhere, right? And then this way, this thing doesn't drop. Because the only thing that's holding this thing up is sitting on these cans. And then I did this, and remember I said the twist tie? You don't want it to slide off. Do you see? It's too slidey. So I'll put another one somewhere. I don't know where. But at this point, I don't have time, right? So I'm just going to leave it for now. And then I'm going to put another box on top, right? Or I might just put a case of jars on. I would put cardboard on it. And here, if you notice, it's just something I bought from the dollar store. I thought I'd try it out. You know, it's not like I need it or would rely on it all the time, but, you know, sometimes it's just nice to have stuff like this, right? And then because, you know, I'd wipe the lids, right, to prevent erosion, because I can feel, because these were in the hall. I was waiting. These were the last things that I needed to put away in terms of my food storage, pretty much, right? After Rhea left, but Rhea put me into a tailspin. So now I'm having to do everything all over again. And then, because I had a box of mac and cheese in a box, all those packets, like, right? The one that she emptied, what was this one she emptied? This one's full, And then I had a box all taped up with that. I opened up the box and I filled it up. So I've got 2 of those now back again with only 3 little packs in the box. So now I got an extra box. And then because I like to keep my shit where, you know, together, you can see I decided to put mac and cheese, right? The Cheese Whiz there together. I got another one here, but I'm working on this, so before I can put the other one in here. And then if I find another one on my floor, I'll put it there, because I brought one out and there's one in the kitchen. So if I really wanted to, you know, I could go get the one from the kitchen and put it in here too, because it's just sitting in there like a sore thumb at this point. But yeah, no, this is bullshit. Total fucking bullshit. And what really, it's beyond upsetting, okay? It's like disturbing that Tisha herself is not disturbed by this as to what her friend did to me and continues to do to me, because this is an ongoing daily struggle that I have to deal with that's highly traumatizing, frightening, clearly is disturbing. And who's to say this bitch won't retaliate with her goons, assuming that this was done with a group of people? Or are we just dealing with 2 lone wolves? Or are we dealing with a larger group of people that are doing this to vulnerable people randomly as a side gig? As a side gig, whether to get goods for themselves or whether to sell. Because I highly doubt she did this by herself. I do, people. If she got up underneath my bed, then yeah, she had fucking help. And that dude coming to the door the way he did, I don't believe he was an Uber guy. And if he was, he's in that group of criminals that do this for a living or as a side gig. So I did. I moved this. I'm here now. I'm going to do it now. Right? I'm going to twist tie over here. Right here. And right here. To prevent it from sliding. And actually, I need to put another layer of cardboard just to give it a little extra strength as the jars are coming out. But I won't need to take these jars. Well, yeah, because I can take it from here, and then as they're disappearing, I can put more in. Because I have more. Whenever I was down on the floor, taking out all that shit from my dresser, I have some down on the floor. So as these ones are coming out, I can open up my bottom drawer and I can fill it back up. But you want to secure, you want to secure the, you want to secure the frame of whatever it is that you're making to house your goods, right? And, like, this is stupid, people. This is so stupid. I was so looking forward. This might be a 2-part video today, okay? This is my co-therapy with my girlfriends on the internet. Seriously, I have nobody. My son doesn't talk to me about this kind of shit, right? I can't talk to my daughter about it. The one person who I thought I could talk to about it fucking robbed me. So, right? So you can't, right? Like, it's stupid. Now, I have scissors here somewhere, but because I can't see, they could be anywhere. And that's no good. So what I need to do is guesstimate. So yeah, it's pretty much the right length. Oh yeah, I'd say it's pretty much the right length. I can get away with the length. So that's easy enough to do. As long as I don't cut myself again. Right? And then I just have to shave off a little bit from the side. All right. Oh yes, and I gotta wash, and I should actually do 2 of these. I need to make 2, because whatever I'm putting on top of those cans, and I have to wash the cans, just not wash them, but just, you know, take a paper towel, right? Take a paper towel, and okay, this is work. See, God's working in my favor here. It's not as hard as I thought it would be, if you notice. The only hard part will be the one going that way. And even then, all I have to do really is just fold it over. I don't even have to cut it. Okay, this is where I have to be careful, because I don't see very well. There we go. And you want to save these things, because sometimes you have to, you know, things are not level. And for as blind as I am, I can usually tell when something's not level. So I try and level it out from underneath so it's level, right? Yeah. So I think I would like to have some scissors here. But yeah, like, I'm just going to call them. I'm going to give them a list of what I know is gone and what I think might be gone because I can't find it. Yeah. Yeah. Or I can't necessarily identify it because when it's a bag of fabric, I mean, right? It's not, you don't know what's in that bag. Because, you know, it's been sitting up there for God knows how long. Right? Or wherever else she raided shit. And, here we go. And wherever else she raided shit. It's the fact that she stole a bag of fabric that could amount out to $100 a bag, if not more, depending on the type of fabric. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I'm just wondering if she was in here with somebody else helping her. As she was pulling, they were grabbing and pushing off to the side so she could get in deeper. Yeah, I think so. And my daughter wants to ignore that. She completely wants, whether there was somebody helping her or not, she wants to completely ignore what this girl has done to my life. Mm-hmm. And the kind of stress that she's put me under. And the financial loss of everything so far. And we're talking, I'm putting it at $3,000 and counting. Yep, $3,000 and counting. That's a lot of shit, people. Okay. Alright, so do we want to go past a little bit? Well, we can't, because not underneath we can't. So we just have to make it flush, because I've got those, what do you call those things? See, this stuff is time consuming. Yeah, and that's what people don't, like my kids, my son and Marina and anybody really, they don't realize the amount of time it takes to do food prep and try and make it where, you know, it's done to the best of your ability. Whether it's for long-term storage, or in this case, I would say short-term. Because now that it's like that and they're easy to get out of, get the cans out, because I cut that little hole in there, right? I can see contrast. So I see the dark line. Oh, you can see? You're cutting. Yeah, but you don't know how my eyes are gooning just to try and focus on this black line, which I can barely see. But I force myself to do it. There. Nice. Okay, now technically, yeah, I need two, don't I? Where's that other piece? I need two. That's easy peasy. And you don't want this, if you can get rid of this stuff, try and get rid of it. Because, that's crooked. I don't know how that ended up being crooked, but it is. So if it's crooked, you make it flush from the bottom. No, it's okay. I don't know what I was saying. Oh, yeah. Go this way. No, I'll be this way. You want to cut off those strays. You want to cut off those stray pieces of cardboard where moths can nest. Not that what you leave behind is necessarily any better, but I mean, if you really wanted to, you could take tape and tape the edges to prevent them from nesting on the inside of the cardboard. But every now and then I come in and I spray a bug spray to kill moths, because they come in with the food from the grocery stores. That's what happens. Hey, it's just a given, right? So just trim off those little excess pieces of cardboard, and if you wanted to go the extra mile, you can just tape, right? You can just tape your edges just to make it that much harder for moths to have nothing to breed. But you know what? Moths, they breed in curtains and paper. Right? So that's why every now and then I spray. And if I buy, oftentimes I'll bag up. I'll take things out of boxes like cereals and stuff. Not all the time, but because they come in with the boxes from the grocery store. So I guess I'm going to be doing this hardcore for a while. It has to be done anyway. Can't leave it like this. Right? And you know what hurts me, too? And I'm going to end it on this. Do you know what hurts me? And then I'll come back, right? I keep running and plugging in the camera and then come back. You know what hurts me? When I'm coming into those little jars that I made for Amari, or for the little crock pot that I was going to use, like the small one. Okay, now I did that, so if we can shimmy this in. So I have to take some of these off, they're too heavy. And then this is what you gotta do. Oh joy. Right. Might be okay. You slide that in between the two. Come on. Like I said, it's time consuming. Right? Is it perfect? No. But am I making my best effort? Yes. Does that give people a right to abuse me and call me down and criticize me? Fucking take things from me? Here we go. There. There. And then I did a pattern, asparagus meatballs. Asparagus meatballs. I'm doing meatballs first. Asparagus. Asparagus. I'm doing a pattern. I don't have enough of one thing to fill up the whole box. So I'm doing it that way. And then being that I've got a little leftover room, I will just any miscellaneous cans of peas or corn or whatever, I'll fill up and be done with it. Yeah. I have enough for, I don't know, 6 more cans of something. Right? And that piece of cardboard you've seen me cut is right there. So it just gives it extra support, right? And then the other one, which I already lost, but here it is. After I fill it up, you put that on top. If you want, you can try and tape it, you know, right? Maybe, but it's not necessary. And then I'm going to put a different box on there, or I'll put a box of jars. I haven't decided yet, so hold on. Okay, here we go again. Honestly, I don't know how she could have done this all by herself. In terms of mixing shit up. Let's go through this. Pork fatty, water broth. 2023 April. Fatty pork, water broth, right? Okay. And then we've got beef. April 30th. This one the 27th. Extra fatty. Okay, April. I've started a box for these. The fatty extra beef. Turkey, pork. April 27th. Okay. Turkey, pork, fat. Water broth, April 27th. Okay. Turkey, pork. Okay. So, but if you look here, all of a sudden, from 2024, doesn't make sense. And then we've got the Alfredo, the cheesy Alfredo way over here. But I'll show you. I've been finding it all over the place. I gotta walk slow because I got shit all over this floor. And I mean, like, what is the rhyme and reason behind it other than to confuse me? To not go looking for my stuff. Because if this is her disability, then I don't know how she has her kids. Seriously. You can't call this a disability. Go into people's houses. Okay, I'm going to show you. I'm moving. I have to move slow because I'm sorting this shit out. Like, you don't know how hard this is. This is worse than a freaking 1,000 puzzle. But I have patience. I'll get through it. I'll do this with love. Okay? Now, I don't know what that is. That's baked beans. Okay, so we got the maple baked beans, which I should move out somewhere else. These ones, okay, so there's the beef with the salt. I'm trying to bring them to their dates, right? September. So there's those 3. I should have more of those. So we're gonna. I have the cheesy. This is the Alfredo, and then we've got cheesy, but I also got cheesy down there. Okay. Right, we've got because of the videos, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move the baked beans over here for now. There should be more. There should be more than just three jars. How many jars do I got here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I got 4 jars of baked beans so far. Then we've got the Alfredo sauce. 1. And these people were under my table. I wanted to keep them cold, cold, cold. Or they were close to the ground. Close to the ground. As close as I could possibly get. This one here is just a pork soup, so that's just a random one. So we've got a cheesy one here. And a cheesy Alfredo over here. But if I take you over here, because I've been gathering up, I'm sorting this shit out. Okay, Tisha thinks this is a fucking joke. This is not a fucking joke. She's accusing me of, I suppose, lying. Oh, you always are saying somebody's stealing your stuff. If it's not Mark Kane, it's Mrs. Gill. And she's using that as an excuse to ignore what her friend did. Okay, do you see what's going on here? Cheesy cheddar, because I'm finding them all over the place. April 19th of 2023. Cheesy cheddar, Alfredo, April 2023. This one's cheesy again. Cheesy cheddar, okay? Extra cheesy. Extra cheesy. Extra cheesy. Extra cheesy. Extra cheesy. And I'm surprised these jars are holding up. For as much as they're being moved around, tossed around, knocked over. Okay, so now what I need to do is take out the cheesies, because I found more, right? And put them with the cheesies, okay? Because I might end up finding just extra cheesy. All right, this is expensive shit, people. I don't like store-bought Alfredo sauce, but you know what? I'd probably like this because I used real ingredients. Real Parmesan cheese. Oh yeah. Real cream cheese. Okay, so we want to keep the extras with the extras, right? So this is all extra. So how many jars do... And then, of course, you see I have to wipe them down. And then after I get a case, I will wipe these, let them dry nice, and then I'll cover them up. I dust out these. This actually, look, see, needs to come out. So I'll take once this is done, before I, right? Okay. I will take everything out and make sure everything's nice and clean on the inside, right? Wipe, and then I cover it up. And I label the box, whether with a sticker like that, but I'm starting to write on each box. Okay, so this is cheesy. This one's Alfredo. So there should be an Alfredo sauce too. Like, there's so much missing. Like, cheesy, 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 cheesy. That's a bone. That's a pork soup. Take that off and just Alfredo, Alfredo, Alfredo. So we got 3 Alfredo. We'll take this out. We'll just put that there for now. We've got 5 cheesy cheddar so far, 3 Alfredo, and what is that? 9 extra cheesy. And I'm finding them like all over my room or out in the hall in a different box. Like it's stupid. Why? Outside of to confuse me so that I don't go looking for my shit. Right? Okay, so what's in here? Because it seems like every box, I'm looking for a box that's got everything in it so I can just put it on top of what I just did, what I just showed you. I have the box ready to go, but I don't have a full case because nothing's matching up around here. Okay, turkey broth 2023. What are these? Pint-sized jars. Anything? Is it sitting on something? Okay, I just packed this box. So that box should be fine. Alright, so what do we got? Turkey broth. Turkey broth. And you know, this is like shit that, who knows. It's coming out though. As I'm going through this, you know, I don't know. Okay. I'd like to get this out. Isn't that beautiful? That is so nice. Look at that. I love that. One day I won't be able to see it. Oh, it's so beautiful. Anyway, it can stay where it is. Okay. Turkey broth. Turkey broth. Turkey broth. You see the 20... Okay, these different date. 2023, 2023. That's a pork broth from 2024. Doesn't make sense. Sometimes you just have to blow it out. Mild pork. See, doesn't make sense, people. Nothing's fucking adding up here. Okay, and if this is her disability, where she does stupid shit like this, tell me how she could raise kids. I'm just saying. Okay, so this is 2023 turkey. Yeah. So you have to wash everything, cover them back up. So this is pork broth. Okay. That's pork. Pork. I know, boring video, right? Pork. Pork. Okay, so what we do is we go like that, and then we bring these ones over here, and when I come across, what is this? Turkey broth. I'll try and remember that those ones are there. Anytime I get a pork broth, right? I'm just saying. Okay, I mean, clearly you can see what I'm up against here, right? Like, this is fucking stupid. I haven't looked at all of these ones down here yet. Like, you know, I mean, I have to pick my battles in this stupid room here, but besides that point, it's coming along. It's just, she made it harder. If you notice, I'm not looking for my stuff. I'm too busy sorting out jars. So she either did that with malicious intent, because she kind of came out of my room hostile. She was hostile. She was aggressive. Well, why do you have so much corned beef? You have so much corned beef. No, she didn't ask me why. She said, you have so much corned beef. And I said, well, how would you know? All right? You didn't have enough time to figure out how much fucking corned beef I had. I mean, and then the pineapple, out of the blue, from 2018. Don't ask me where it came from. Okay? Like, none of it's matching up. So, turkey, that's 2014. So obviously some of them are miscellaneous, right? Maybe I brought from downstairs or something. But, okay, so I'm trying to make one full box, because a lot of this stuff in here, let's look at this. It should be full boxes, but I haven't come across one yet. Okay, so we got halibut here. Halibut. Okay. Alright, that seems to be, but I also find halibut over there, and I found halibut in a box over there. Whoa. And then, because I'm like doing gymnastics here, as Uncle John would say, you know, having to stretch and teeter on my toes and, you know, balance myself, and I'm dizzy with my eyesight, obviously, right? It's a problem. Just have to be careful. Okay. What's the, see? What's this? I just want one box that I can put up there that's full, and I can't find one. P&B pork beef broth. Oh yeah. You know, I made all those little things for Amari, right? Everything was so surreal in my room. I was so excited, so excited to get on with things like you don't even know. And it doesn't look like I'm getting on with anything anytime soon. No. And I'm short on boxes. Yep. Short on freaking boxes. And she walked off with boxes too, right? What's in this box? Of jars. And I have to be careful because I'm having to go through everything. Right? Like it's stupid. is really fucking stupid. And you know I won't feel satisfied until okay, so here's blue cod, blue cod, blue cod, blue cod, blue cod. These ones were in my freezer. And then I canned them up. And it looks like it's a full case. Andre likes blue cod. Except for one. Oh wait. It's something in there. Looks more like a sardine, but you know, I'm not always together though. I obviously didn't put anything there. Right, but this whole one here is all blue cod. It could be because if I'm looking at it, it's almost the same, but I can't tell. Does that look like the same to you? This one I just didn't write anything on it, so I'll leave it there. Okay. So we know this one is full. And that's what I was looking for. Isn't that amazing? Huh? So what we're going to do is we're just going to keep it simple on ourselves. Although I would prefer bigger jars up there, but I can always switch the box around later. I just want to get full cases. Right, that's all blue cod in half pint size jars. We put them there. I will write on the box what it is, as well as, do you see? Right? Do you see? Oh, hold on. Make it easy for yourself. Right? Okay? And then I'm going to write blue cod, but I'm going to also tape on where it's on white with black. Not only easy for me to see, but easy for Audrey to see. And now I got this box, which I can start, I guess you could say, a new category. And I can go jar hunting. Okay? Like, this is stupid. So fucking stupid. Okay, I'm not going to give up. But if you notice, I'm not getting up there. Nope. I'm not getting anywhere outside of what I'm doing. I took that first initial day to get an idea of what I was up against. That's what she had one of those things stacked up in that box over there that she used to cover up the hole that she made. But I also have these things way in the back over there, and this bitch is like a worm, you know? So I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't get them over there, because I don't let Andre just go nuts with this stuff, eh? I wouldn't be surprised she wiped me out of hot chocolate too. I just haven't gotten there yet. I will though. It's just a matter of time. Right now we're just focusing on jars and trying to get them a little more organized. And this pile is just getting more and more piled up with mainly boxes. Alright. As I try and... Yeah. This is stupid. Completely freaking stupid. Completely freaking stupid. I've never seen such stupidity in all my life. Yeah. And this is what shows up at your neighborhood barbecue. Yeah. I'm just saying. Okay, I need to make some room I can walk. I don't have enough room to walk. Ugh. It's like a juggling act. Hold on. Okay, I can't stress it enough. Do you see? That says apple mango. With a whole there's ground turkey. Now didn't we just have ground turkey over there? So, see, there's a bunch, but all of a sudden it's way over there. But this apple mango goes over there, right? Okay, so as I'm finding apple mango, what's the date on it? September 12th of 2023, right? It says 2023. Like, this is nerve-wracking, man. And I'm straining and I'm hurting my back. So September 12th of 2023. So as I find an apple mango, I come in here and I take out a jar that does not belong here. And where's that apple mango? Here it is. There's an apple mango. What do we got left? Pork broth. So just bring that over here. I don't know. Pork and beef. Steak. Yeah. That's floating around somewhere else too. Like, this is stupid, man. Real freaking stupid. I'll just put that there for now. Okay, so we're almost at a full case of apple mango here. We were three jars shy. And that's beef, salt. September 18th. Isn't that over there? Yeah. I bet you any money. If I remember correctly, let's just tippy-toe over everything that's on the fucking floor here and go see. All right? So that people don't accuse me of mixing my shit up as if I got fucking time to do this. What do you think? Do you honestly think I got time to do this stupid shit? No. I don't. But this is the only way. There it is right there. Okay, do you see? Well, hold on a minute. Do you see? Beef, salt, September 18, 2023. What did I have in my hand? Beef, salt, right? September 18th. What is it? Let's just make sure. Huh? 2023. Ain't that a bitch? Like, why the hell is it way over there, people? Like, seriously. So now that I found this, what I do is I'll take out the jar of pork and I'll put it with that. Right? Because I don't know what else to do. That's the only way I can sort this shit out. I don't know how else to sort it out. So here's wait a minute. Maple baked beans, okay. So there's the beef, salt. Okay. I mean, May 18th. September 18th, September 18th. Oh my Lord. This is so stupid. So bloody stupid. September 18th. Yeah. So freaking stupid. So freaking stupid. Okay, so we have 4 jars for now. Alright, at least it's with its mate. It's more than one. Okay. Do you honestly think one person could do this in a half an hour? What do you think? I don't think so. We'll give her a half an hour. I lost track of time. I was listening to a video, waiting for her to come back from, oh my God, being on the phone, going to the bathroom, disappearing. And that's what she does. She just disappears. Well, now we know why she disappears. I found that to be odd before, when she did it before. That's why I was kind of asking Tisha, like, does she steal? No, she'd never steal from you. She's so grateful for everything that you've given her. Yeah, she uses it all the time. Yeah, sure. I'm sure she does. But doesn't mean she's not stealing. Okay. So, I can't give up. I just can't give up. And I can't get discouraged. Nope. I'm not the one that did anything wrong here. But I just want people to see how messed up this is. Right? And that, for whatever reason, under no circumstances would I do this to myself for attention on YouTube. Just being sarcastic there, okay? Okay, so we're tackling jars. I don't even know where to freaking begin. Well, I'm working on it. We got one full jar of black cod in half-size pint. That's probably the only case where it's a complete case. Half pint jars. Everything else is a gong show. Yeah, a freaking gong show. Okay, we're getting into a Kinder Surprise. It's not as exciting as you think it is. So what went on here is sometimes I have to stack my jars. So in a situation like this, these don't get too heavy, right? The 250 mil. And if you've been watching my videos, remember when I did the sardines with the hickory smoke in them? September 10th of 2023. Now these ones, I don't think she got into this box. Because these ones were all pretty much like that. Because these were covered up, which had these. One didn't belong though. It was halibut. Do you see it says May 16th of 2023? Okay. Now that one, so that's all halibut. Okay. That's all halibut. May 16th of 2023. So this little halibut dude was over here with the sardines. But I did the sardines in September. So it makes me suspicious. So we're going to leave that like that. Okay. Because I still may find one. And this is September 10th. Okay. So now I'm going to do, it's the only way. Never did I dream I'd ever do this. But, I mean, like, what? Let's see. So, that's not going nowhere, right? So what we're going to do, because it's almost a complete box, and now I'm going to have to write on these boxes what they are, like ASAP, because, you know, my brain works, but it's easy to forget when you're looking at multiple boxes that all look the same. So we're going to take this off gently. Oh boy. And we're just going to move it over here. And now I'm frozen in time. I don't want these jars to pop. So I'm going to take these out and get frozen in time again. But I'm going to put those down there. And then I'm going to take these ones and put these ones over here temporarily, at least for now. Or maybe I'll double stack them and that's where those cans are that I just put there, right? And I need a pen. Sardines with hickory smoke for the most part, right? And then of course I lose my pen. Oh my God. Here, I'll find the pen and I'll write on there what that is. What does this box say? 4 beef, 8 corn. I don't know. Sometimes I repack boxes, not very often. I try and scratch them out. It says 4 beef, 8 corn. I don't know. I can't see. So why don't we just look? What is this? Jars. Is this a canning box? What kind of box is this? Is this even a canning box? Yeah, it's a canning box. Alright. Oh, isn't that interesting? There's my butter. They're cool. They haven't popped. Look at that. That's amazing. Wow, that's lovely. I like that. Boy, that makes me feel so good. I'm so proud of myself. You don't even know. This can last up to 5 years or more. March of 2023. Nice and cool, and I'm hot. I have one kicking around. So obviously I did more than a case. And she couldn't get into this box. And being that this box is holding up over the test of time, it's doing pretty damn good. They're all the same date, nice and clean. The spiders didn't even get into it. That's amazing. And yeah, we're gonna start cooking with it soon, people. Will I be able to can butter again? I don't know about that because I can't see very well, right? So we're gonna leave the hickory sardines over there, and we're gonna put this box here that I just pulled out, which is completely full, like it's a full box, right, of blue cod. So I'm gonna find my pen, and as the boxes are coming complete, like complete, like that's complete, not only am I gonna write it on the box, black cod, try and put the date on it, or at least the year, well, March 20th, whatever it is. And then I'm also gonna cut a piece of paper, or I have little pieces, and I'm gonna write it on a little piece of paper, and I'm gonna tape it on as well. Same thing over there. And then once it's taped on, and I can see it's taped on, then I know that box is complete. And now that that box is complete, those after I put on the labels between the two boxes, okay, then I'm going to cover them up with fabric, and that means I can not have to worry about backtracking. That mystery has been, that part of the puzzle has been solved. Okay, that part of the puzzle's been solved, and right now we're on the hunt for maybe 1 can of halibut. Or is the halibut over here? This is the halibut. And I think we're short something there. I don't know. Or we have a full case, but we don't have the right box for it. Let me see, how many jars do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, but we don't, for whatever strange reason, we don't have the box that it came in yet. Because boxes are missing. Like, she mixed up the fucking shit. Like, this is, the only thing I can think of is either two things. She's completely wonkers, and if that's the case, I don't know how she can manage. Or she did it with intent to confuse the situation, to keep me overwhelmed, to keep me busy, so I wouldn't go looking for the things that was taken. Yeah. Do you think my life is in danger for speaking out about this? Yeah. She'll send her goons or something after me? Because she won't want to get caught. She'll blame me for her troubles. If the police decide to go talk to her about this crap. I haven't called them. I asked questions. I said I would do that. Do you think maybe she did this so that if I did call them, they'd come and look at this and call me a crackhead because of the way it is, being so mixed up and shit. Do you think maybe that's why she mixed everything up like this? Because she didn't want me to embarrass myself and have people maybe accuse me of something versus seeing what happened for what it is. What do you think? Oops. Make sure you get it on the right box, Judy. Yeah. Okay. So I'm doing the black cod. I'm just putting the label on. I did write it on the box, but I can't see it. I see contrast, so I can see white and black. Now, I don't remember the date of that butter. It makes me smile. Look how beautiful it is. Oh my God. This is around the time when I went blind. I made it in March of 2023, and by the end of April, I was legally blind. That's when all my optic nerves, I mean, they were already dying, but that's when they really just went out the window. And then eventually I got tired of waiting for a referral, so I ended up going to the emergency ward in October because I couldn't get a referral. So, but I'm so forward to looking forward to using it. So that was, see, I'm getting tired, my head hurts. Butter, March of 2023. Remember that, remember that, remember that. Butter. March of 2023. We'll scratch off what's in the box because clearly that's not there. I don't think she got into this one because this stuff was pretty much in its category, untouched, as if I put it there. Although there was one butter kicking around, but we don't know how much butter I made. I'd have to go into my videos. Other than that, this is a full case. I mean, normally when I put these things in, they're all facing in the same direction. All right. Sometimes the writing starts to come off. So, but yeah, do you think she'd send her goons after me because I'm standing up for myself and talking about my life and, you know, what happened to me and how it affects my family and or whatever, you know? When Shimei got murdered, those people that were involved didn't want me to talk about her murder. Felt that they could tell me to shut up, as if I had no right to talk about my dead daughter and what happened to her. Do you think that's going to start up all over again, but only with a different person? Because she was already getting hostile with me. She was hostile, like I said, you have so much corned beef. Yeah, I do. How do you know that? Well, I seen it's expensive. There's 2 of them in the hall. I said, yeah. But how did you know I had lots of corned beef? She didn't answer it. Okay, so there we go. So we'll tape this on the box, and then this is where I just randomly put things down, and because I can't see very well, I mean, you just see me have the scissors, but not anymore. And I gotta feel around. Do you think it's fair that I have to do this? Struggle with this shit? How is it fair to me? I lost the freaking scissors, and I need them. And it's not that I lost them. I can't see. Oh, here they are. Very well. Okay. For whatever reason, some people just think I should struggle. It's my duty to struggle. Yeah. Because this is struggle, okay? So we're gonna put that on there so we know. Hopefully it won't come off. I should write it on the box. I'll do it as best as I can. And that was March 23. And then we can put the black cod on top of it. And then, because that's done, and I don't have to touch it. Now I noticed that I put mayonnaise here. I got my PC points, and I love this stuff. Although I want to make my own with chickpea aquafa, or whatever it's called. And that's still there. There's 4 of them. And there's one down there. So I'm just going to cover this back up, because I had it nicely covered up. So she didn't touch that. We're going to push that box back. So that section is done. And I have a little cover for it. I guess we'll use this one for now. Now, and that's how I'm going to let my brain know I don't have to look at that again, because it's done. 2 complete boxes with the boxes labeled. Okay, now we need to go to the next side and do that again. Okay, obviously my camera blinked out, right? Just because mainly the battery, but I'm running this other computer that converts this thing over, these videos over really hard, as fast as I'm putting these videos into the computer. I'm having to transfer files to oh, come on, there you go, just plug it in while I'm using it here. I have to transfer the files onto the external hard drive to be able to upload these files onto the computer, because these things are coming in large because they're long videos. Alright, so after this I'm going to take you to my room. I'm assuming I've got a little extra room on my hard drive of this camera, the SD card, right? But I'm going to have to remove files off the computer, and I've been doing that like 2 days straight. So in the meantime though, I guess it clicked out last time because of the battery, right? It runs out very fast. So remember I found that box with the yeast in it, with 3 ham in it? Alright, well I can tell you right now, that box was full of yeast. Because I did the yeast yeast run between Walmart and Canadian Superstore, and I stocked up on yeast because if you don't open those jars, put them in a dark, cool place, they last for a long time. Now that girl, she told me she bakes bread every day for her kids, so she needed yeast and she scored big time. And I can tell you exactly how many she took out of that box just by the way I packed it. And when you see what I explained to you, you'll understand exactly what I'm saying. In terms of the ham, she only put the ham in there, people, to make it look like that's the way I packed it, so that I wouldn't, whatever, right? I don't know. That's what thieves do sometimes. They just take something and put something in place of it to fill the gap, right? But, okay, we're going to talk about ham in a minute. So, do you see how much this is costing just for a quick rise, small little bottle? And the price is pretty much, where am I? Where's my finger? There it is. What the hell is in front of my screen? I don't know. The price is pretty much still the same as it was when I bought it. It hasn't really changed, right? Whether I bought it on sale or not, I don't remember. But I bought like a whole lot of them. Oh yeah. And then I tried to buy these, but they weren't available. I only got like one or two. That was it. So we're going to put these at $5.50 for the small yeast. Okay, now I can't find my calculator, so we're going to have to just, fake the funk when we get into my room, and I'm going to calculate approximately how much yeast she stole. Alright, same price. That's a pizza yeast. I don't think I really bought pizza yeast. It was either just regular yeast or quick rising yeast. Right, and the regular yeast, assuming that you can find it these days, doesn't look like it. Now, mind you, my eyes are whacked, so give me a chance. Do you see regular yeast? I don't see it, but sometimes they don't always post it. But if you shop, I didn't buy bread. I just went with the basic, right? Quick rise, and then there was that, but I only got like one or two bottles, and other than that, that's basically what I got, right? So what we'll do is we'll maybe refresh the page, see if it comes up with the just regular kind. Oh my lord. There's the pizza. I would think it would be pretty much the same price, right? Okay. As it is, they don't have the regular yeast with the small bottle size. Okay, and then now we're going to go into the ham. Now the ham that was in that box were the ones with the larger grammage. Remember I told you, I showed you packing up a box with 15 ham at $3.50 a ham that I got on sale. Okay? And how quickly it added up with a few Kipper snacks in that one little box. Well, in this situation, here's ham at 454 grams, which is the larger can than what I just recently bought. Look at the price. So when I bought it, I probably paid $6, $5.99 a can or something. Well, right? Because that stuff has been there. Same thing with this one. Oh, there goes out the thing. Same thing with this one. So I'm going to put them at $6 a can when I bought them. And those have been in my room for quite a long time. So hold on a minute. Okay, so I'm really struggling with my eyes here, but besides that point, now what she did is she found a box of ham. I told you, I've been looking for boxes with just ham in them, with just sockeye salmon or whatever, right? She scored, okay? And then in the same area was the yeast, which would have been all yeast in one box. As a matter of fact, I kind of lost that box for a long time. And now, with doing what I'm doing, I found it. But trust me, I did not pack it that way. what she did is she took out the yeast for herself to go home and make bread for her kids. And because she wanted a ham, she only threw 3 in there just to make it look like that's the way I packed it, so I'd be stupid and forget, right? And she ran off with the ham that was in the box that it disappeared. Okay. Now, because that's 554 grams, I would have packed the whole box like that, okay? And I calculated first 12 cans in a small box, which it wouldn't have been big. It wouldn't have been enough cans, honestly. It wouldn't, right? Because it'd be a level of 3, right? Like, okay, because I match boxes with the product to make it snug, right? So we'll just say on the low ball, right? At $6 a can, even though it's $6.79 now, okay. But factoring in when I bought it, we'll just say I paid $6 a can. I bought 12 of them. That in itself would have costed me $72, but I had to use a calculator because, honest to God, I forgot how to multiply here. I'm so stressed out with it. But realistically, I wouldn't just pack 12 cans. 12 ham cans. I'd probably do, because that would be, well, 4, 8, 12, maybe. All right. Or I do 4, I do maybe 15, 5, and 5, and 5. If I did 15 versus 12 at $6 a can, I guess I have to clear it. I'm dying here. Oh, God. I'm coming into so much dust. Whatever. I don't know. 0. Let's bring it back to 0. See if that works. Yeah. So 6. Oh, my, sorry. My nose is running everything. Oh, I don't do it that way. Oh, Lord. I can't see the computer, people. That's why. I can barely see things. 6 times. We did 12. We'll do 5 and 5 and 5. We'll do 15. Just to get an idea of how much it jumps up with those couple of extra cans. $90. So you're looking at between $70 and $90 minus 3 cans, and we'll put it at $15. So we'll minus 3 cans, right? Because I want to calculate how much ham she took, approximately, from just that one box. Okay, $75. So she took from one box that I'm aware of at this point about $75 worth of ham. Okay, at $6 a box. I mean, that's $6 a ham. Okay. And then in terms of yeast, I'm putting it at $5, even though it's at $5.50 now. But when I bought it, it was probably $5. Whether it was on sale or not, I don't know, because sometimes I just cut to the chase and get it over with, right? And I remember shopping between the 2 stores. I was buying from both stores, not just from one. Because I wanted to fill up the box and whatever, right? Because that's was going away for long-term food storage. Because I actually have some downstairs from long time ago. But because I never go downstairs, it's, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so since I'm here, I don't know how many is missing, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to calculate. So just hold on a minute. Okay, so let's talk about maple sugar here for a minute. Do you see this? Maple sugar, 80 ounces. I don't know what 80 ounces is, but that's not very much. Look at the price on that. Okay? I'm just saying, I'm looking for in bulk. I don't want to sit here and calculate what 80 ounces is, but when I bought it, it was 10 kg, or no, it was 10 pounds. 10 pounds, I think, right, of maple sugar. And it was well over 100 and, oh God, I don't remember. I just know it was expensive. And she walked off with a whole 1 gallon of maple sugar. It's not anywhere in my room. And if she could get away with running off with those raisins, she pulled out 2. I know why. I think I don't know why she mixed up the jars to the degree that she did, because some of it was just off the hook, right? But another reason that she did it would be the boxes that I'm opening up had jars on them, but no place to put them, really, I would think. So I think she emptied them out. I'm looking for maple sugar in bulk. 100 that's potato flakes. Yeah, no. She took everything out of the box, maybe put them on the floor, or I don't know. And then when she got inside the box for the big gallon jars, she took out what she wanted or whatever, I don't know. And then she just put everything Mod Podge back because she was rushing. So it doesn't look like you have too many choices to buy maple sugar unless you want to pay out of your nose here, right? So, you know, this is stupid. Like, so freaking stupid, man. So $150 anyway, I'm going to put down for maple sugar. 120 maybe. And then you can throw in another pay $70 for 4 jars, right? So $18 a jar. Well, how much are jars? I buy them on, I like, depends on where you buy them. It could be $80 and just, it's expensive, right? Like, it's not a joke. This is not a joke what you did, bitch. Not a fucking joke. No. No. I'm looking for bulk. I'm frying my eyes out everywhere I go. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I mean. You buy it. I bought this stuff years ago for my family, my grandchildren, and some bitch comes in and steals it. Jar and all. Yeah. And I can't even replace it because it's not available. That particular jar, anyway. I don't like getting maple sugar from Organic Matters because I bought from them too, and I didn't like the taste. The one she took, oh, I really liked that one. Now I've got a jar or 2 tucked away somewhere else because I bought 2 times, right, at that time. But I can't get to those jars. They're completely someplace else. They're not in my room. Okay, let's just put it that way. So there you go. You can't even find it. The one that I want is not available anymore. Nope. So I just want to talk about that. So let's go look at this yeast. Okay, so this is the pasta. You can see I'm still shy. But this is a box for 1.8 liter jars, which all those jars are missing. Okay, I'm just saying. And she's got pasta scattered all over the fucking place. She had some in that box, some over there, some over there. Like, how that happened, like, it's retarded. Okay, so, oh, there's my calculator. Oh, great. So, what I'm thinking, but when you think about how other things, I got apple mango over here, apple mango over there, apple mango over there, apple mango down in that box. Like, why? What would be the purpose of that? Here, if she wanted to get, well, she did. She got into these boxes. Did she get into each and every one of them? I don't know. Okay, I haven't gone through them all. Right? It's difficult. You can see what's going on here, right? You have to remember, my son locked me out of the basement. I couldn't go downstairs and get my food. Nothing. Not that I'm blaming him for it, but it was very uncomfortable. So, you know, my therapy, I guess, was canning. I don't know. And I was putting it in my room because it's so cold. Right? So anyway, she came this way. Okay? She came this way because that's where the trunk was. She moved the cans off the first layer, because two sets of cans, right? Boxes of cans. She separated them and made them flat. But she wanted to get into these boxes because, like, I have to go from box to box. But before I do that, I have to organize these. So I'm getting pretty damn close. Right? Beef, September 14th of 2023. Beef, September 14th of 2023. I'm shy only 4 jars. This case, because it's in this vicinity, tells me it was on one of these boxes, covered up and undisturbed since September 14th of 2023. Because I just kept counting. No matter if it was turkey, halibut, freaking ham, whatever. I knew it was here, but I just didn't need to get into it. Okay, so what's this? All right, Panella, look. Oh, where is the flashlight? I can see here now. See, now I need to get into this box and see if this stuff is here. Because what I'm thinking is, because she did. She got into these boxes because she pulled out 2 jars of raisins. 1 organic, which would have came from Organic Matters. And then the Sultane, and we're talking bulk, right? So I'm paying $200-300 for these things, okay? Per order, because I'm buying in bulk, right? And I jar them up, right? Okay? And I guess I couldn't take them downstairs because of all the fucking drama. So I said, fine, I'll just wait for the drama to calm down, and I'll put them on the floor here, and I'm canning. Okay, I got room. Bring my canning goods in here, and, you know, and blah, and blah, and blah. My heart's in the right spot. I'm not doing anything bad. Okay, I gotta get this. I see a label there. I have to get, just hold on a minute. I don't know where the flashlight is. Good luck finding it. I can see it. Alrighty-o. Oh, I'm afraid to move. You never know what's going to come crashing down. So far, I've been lucky. Nothing's popped. Absolutely nothing. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of my jars, considering what they've been through. Talk about being molested. My God. Okay, so these jars, okay, this is what it says. It says Panella sugar, which I got from Organic Matters because there's magnesium in it, because it comes from a tree, right? And it's good. ×3. And then whole red lentils, June of 2023. I have a feeling that she was ripping off labels as she was going, if she could. Now, she didn't touch this box here with the bacon and ham hock, or maybe I filled it up and I put it in there after this. No, I think I just did this. So I got a full case of that, okay? Whether it was mixed up or not, I don't remember now. All I know is it's full. All right, so I figure she wanted to get into these boxes. She did. because she found the raisins. And then she put the raisins over there. Only, I guess it just got to be too much for her, and she couldn't take them, and she left them behind. So, I put one over there, and I don't know where I put the other one. I may have left it up there to show the cops when they come that that's the kind of shit that she was trying to steal. Or maybe I already put it in a freaking box. I don't know. All I know is she wanted to get into these boxes. There was jars on these boxes. Do you see? There was jars on these boxes all the way down. They got in her way. I mean, she simply could have taken the box and put it up there and not mix things up. But that's not what she did. It's almost like, I don't know, maybe she took them out of their boxes, just scattered them around. Rushed, because she had to rush, right, people? Get into the box, grab what she wanted, and then just throw everything back in. But I don't know how that's possible because, like, I mean, it makes some kind of sense, but some of this shit, like beef September 14th of 2024, I'm finding over there when it should be all in one box. It's like I said, it's like a freaking puzzle, man, with 1,000 fucking pieces in it, and it's not a big piece. It's not a big puzzle. It's those little puzzles, like the little ones, you know, they like your size of your thumb. Those kind of puzzles. Like it's stupid. Like the girl is so fucking retarded. So anyway, before I get into these boxes and really try and figure this out, because, you know, obviously I'm trying to figure shit out here, right? I'm looking for I have to sort out the jars first and kind of get them a little more organized. So I'm there. I'm getting there, right? You know, like, what's this? Grape apple. Yeah, you see, I did this one already. I'm not even going to pull it out. I'm assuming it's all there because it's fresh. This is the ham hock is all there. But yeah, no, I think I had to go around and they were scattered around the freaking room. Like everything else she fucking scattered. Why? What would be the purpose? And how could she possibly scatter so much all by herself in a limited amount of time, but yet dig into boxes after box after box? Okay, so let's talk about this yeast. So I'm going to put it at $90 in terms of what she stole. Well, I'll have to figure that out again. $70, $90, $70, I don't know, of ham, because she did walk off a box, and I had more than one box of ham, people. Okay. Or I had ham. Excuse the mess. I didn't do it to myself. It wasn't like this, okay? It is now, but it's okay. Alright, so we're going to talk about this. I'm going to sit down for a minute because I'm getting kind of tired. Okay? Whew. If I can find a way to sit down in here. Doesn't look like it. This is stupid. Like, I got a long way to go. That's the only thing that I can think of. She wanted to confuse everything, so it would take a long time to figure out exactly what was taken from the room. Did she think that I just wouldn't notice it, or like, because she, like I said, she was kind of aggressive. You got a lot of corned beef. Oh crap! It's so expensive, $7 a can. Right? But she was aggressive about it. And I'm like, well, how would you know I have a lot of corned beef? Oh, well, you got those two sitting there on the whatever. Okay, so these hams, they're right here. This is what was in the box with the, what do you call it? Freaking yeast. I so want to sit down, man. I need to sit down. I gotta find a way to sit down in here. But I gotta be careful, man. This is stupid. You don't know how stupid this is. So fucking stupid. Andre's cleaning the living room, though. I told him, if you clean the living room, you'll feel better after yourself. After you're done, you'll feel better. Right? So where's the other can of hand? I'm already lost it. I don't even know where the fucking camera is. Where's the camera? Oh boy. This is where I have to pace myself. Where did I put the camera? Right there. Oh my god. Okay. Put my old ass down on the chair there for a minute. Well, it's a can. Okay. You gotta be careful when you move things in here because everything comes tumbling down. It's just teetering on shit. I'll get this figured out. Okay. So, this is the original box that the yeast came in, even though I didn't, like I packed the yeast in, even though I didn't mark it on the box. I should have, but sometimes I get tired and, you know, I just want to get on with things, right? And who would have thought my room would have gotten robbed like this? Okay, so in a situation like this, right, you know, I'd piece and I'd make it nice and tight, right? If I had to add in, you know, a couple of sardines or something, I would add in another meat product, even if it was a fish, just so that they don't rattle in the box, okay? So this would never be with this, never. So that tells me she ran off with a box full of ham at $6 or so per can because of the grammage. But she wanted to take the yeast because she makes bread every day for her kids. So what she did is she scooped up in a whole bunch of it. Because if you notice, I would have packed the box like that. Do you see? And if you look inside, look how nice it is. They don't move, people. They don't freaking move. So how many did she take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She took 9 of them, people, because this box was full. And I've actually been looking for it, and I knew it was in here, but I buried it, right? And there was shit on top of it. And I even at one point went looking for it, and I couldn't find it, and I said, to hell with this. Okay, I know it's nice and cold. It's close down to the ground. Oh, yeah. This yeast, even though it's... what's the date on it? Even though it's past its due date, more than likely. Oh, it's at its due date. Okay? That's been here for a couple of 2-3 years already. But it didn't concern me, because even 5 more years down the line, if you keep it unopened and cool, chances of it rising, it will. And that's why I did this. Because I know, because I have from downstairs. And I learned that lesson with stuff from downstairs. So I didn't mind doing this. So let's count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. 9 times. So she took 9 people yeast. And to cover up what she did, she threw in fucking, sorry, boo-boo. She threw in 3 cans of ham because she walked off with the ham. Okay? But she wanted to make it look like that's how I packed the box. Well, she had it this way. Like that. It's just stupid shit. That's kind of how she had it. That's not how I pack my boxes, bitch. You fucking bitch. And if you send your fucking goons after me, because I'm talking about your skanky fucking ass, I'm sorry, boo-boo ass, and you want to scare the pants off of me to shut me up, do a Tamika Johnson, start stalking my house, bitch. Yeah, right. Whatever, it ain't gonna stop me from telling the fucking truth of what you are and what you did to me. What you fucking did to me, bitch. As if I got fucking time for this, bitch. Yeah, I'm serious. Like, I'm happy that I got my yeast now, and I don't mind replacing what is missing, because it's not what you think, right? You know, it's like, oh, she's got a problem. She hoarding food. No, it's not that I'm hoarding food. I'm just making it so that if shit hits the fan, my family will be okay for at least a little while, and they'll be able to meet the bills at least for a little while. And if it gets real bad, and Tisha should show up with the kids, well, yeah, come on in and I'll give you some food, right? Other than that, like, fuck off. I'm not doing anything bad. I'm looking after my family, right? You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit. It's bullshit what you fucking did. So now, you know, really the best thing for me to do would be, it's not like I really want to, wait a minute, maybe there's more than 9 missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's, what is that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So she stole $45 worth of yeast. I need to write this down. I don't know where that piece of paper is. I already lost it. $45 worth of yeast. Okay? Because that box was full. Yep. Because I've got other yeast somewhere else. Plus I've got yeast downstairs. I just bought that as backup just in case. And then with all the wheats that I have in the house, right? You know, they don't have to always have sourdough bread. They could have freaking nice rised with yeast. You know. I mean, we all know that you don't need yeast to make bread because you can do sourdough. But after a while, sourdough starts to get on your nerves, eh? So I just thought, fuck it. Stock up on the yeast. I know it'll last for 15 years, maybe longer, in a jar, unopened, in a cool, dark place. So you're not losing your money, right? That's the way I seen it. I'm not losing my money, right? You know, I'm protecting my family. So I'm going to put $45, okay, at 9 jars. At 9 jars. And then the ham, I'm going to say 15 in the box. You left me 3. Right? So that would give 12. You probably walked off with 12 of them. Okay? I mean, I'm not sure 100%, but that's another $72. So I'm going to put 12 ham at $6 each. That would be times 6 equals $72. Okay? Because you were kind enough to leave me 3 of my own ham. So just between those 2 things, not including the maple sugar yet, or the chocolate, I mean, I had more than 1 jar of raisins, okay, people? Right? Because I bought in bulk, and I bought from more than 1 store. Right? Yeah. That's why I say I don't know if she did, I don't think she did this on her own. I really don't. I think she had help. Yeah, one way or another. Somebody helped her with this. That's $113 right there. For 113. I'm sorry, $137. That's $137 right there, just between those 2 measly little boxes. And isn't it interesting? The measly little box that we're talking about here, you're stealing my maple sugar so that you can pig out on it as you take it away from my grandson. As you take it away from my grandson, who needs it the most. He's not like your kids. Oh, look at the box this stuff is packed in. they actually worked out pretty damn good. I like this box. This is a good box. This box actually aligns well with a lot of things. This is the diaper wipes, I think. It's the diaper wipe box. I like this box. So, yeah. It's not diapers, it's the diaper wipes. I had a lot of these in my room. But she's stealing from Amari. Yeah. He's the one that needs it because of his disability with the cerebral palsy. There's a big difference between ADD or whatever her kid has compared to what Amari has. Big fucking difference. So you're stealing from a disabled child. Yeah. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. Okay, I don't want to lose that receipt because I'm starting to tally up. I already lost it. I'm starting to tally up. Where did I put it? I gotta be careful where I put these things because I can't see them. Okay, here it is. Where can I put it? I am going to put it, so, and I gotta remember where I put here. Why don't we tape it onto this so that I don't lose it? I don't know. Or I can just take the time and start writing it into the book. I'll just put it right here with the pen. And then when I get over there, I'll get the book and I'll start writing it in the book and I'm going to start calculating this shit. Yeah. If you stole my jar, I'm including my jar. Right? Whatever the food is inside. First, we're doing chocolate chips. We got the maple sugar. And of course, we got a whole whack of Baker's chocolate still gone that I took out of their boxes. Okay? You're looking at, oh God, $300-400 in that alone. $300-400 in chocolate chips. So that's between $600 to $800 in chocolate that you stole as you were going for the fucking raisins yet. Like, are you an idiot? Is that why you scattered the jars so that I wouldn't figure it out? Because my heart would be, oh my God, I'm in panic mode. I don't know how to fix this problem. How did it just all of a sudden become this way? Well, we know how. Okay, see? Right here. Beef salt, September 18th of 2023. That's over there. Okay? Now, mind you, though, these are small. So I did those as well. But if you notice this is grape apple bits, September 25th of 2023. That's what this one is right here. So I had more than September 25th. Yeah, I had more than 12 jars. Because that's 12 jars there, right? That's a full case. So, I don't know. Here's, oh my God, man. I'm starting to get tired, people. All right. Okay, we're not done here yet. No. This is where she was crawling around in here with her slimy self. Just some little slime ball. Yeah. So we got sweet rice times 3. And it says 1 chocolate. Okay. I took out 1 sweet rice because I did the amaranth. And it looks like the chocolate is in there. Now, but if you notice, she got as far as here. Okay? Because not this shit's not matching up either. Look. What is this? This is what I mean. She's a slimy little fucking, you know what? It says ground steak. Okay? So we're going to take this out. Right? Here, we're going to match them up with their dates. Beef, no salt. What's the date on that one? Sometimes I forget. This one says August of 2023. This one says October of 2023. What else we got in here? So as I'm putting them away, I'm finding them. This is, what the hell is this? Sweet relish. It should be over there. I hope she didn't start stealing my fucking records. Seriously, if you stole my records, bitch, because that was over there, I'm pretty sure. Sweet relish. Like I said, she went through the whole fucking room. Yeah, and people are gonna invite this bitch to their place to have a fucking barbecue, and she's gonna up and fucking disappear. Yeah, okay. You better watch your shit, man, because she's not gonna disappear. She's gonna go into your fucking bedroom. She's gonna slime around in there. Here's another bottle, a jar that doesn't fucking fit in here. Doesn't even fucking fit in here, you stupid bitch. Look at this, can't even get the damn thing out. Here we go. What is it? Turkey. Yeah, okay, bitch. Hold on a minute. Okay, so what I want to do is, I want to get into these boxes, because I don't trust anything about this bitch. I didn't know these were back here, but I can tell there's two separate boxes here, because I used to have other things in here, and then I had to move it because I had oil in here, and it started to leak. So I took out the oil, and I put those, I'm pretty sure I put those chickpeas in the Mylar bags on top of these boxes, and I noticed in the front, because I took out the Mylar bags, and then I put these things in here, right? You can see, right? But I thought the box that was over there was one big box, but it's not. I'm noticing this is... Okay, so I made myself a spot to sit here as I'm taking out jars that don't belong there. I haven't gotten into there yet, people. If she started robbing my fucking records, like, I'm serious, like, this fucking girl needs to go to fucking jail. This is some crazy fucking shit. Okay, like, this is a smash and grab fucking looting, home invasion. I mean, what else would you call it? Seriously, what else would you freaking call it? Okay. Does that work? You know everything's teetering in here. So what we need to do is just work gingerly. Right? If the camera blinks out, it's only because the battery. I didn't make it go zoom, right? Okay. This is best we can do right now. Unless I put it over here, maybe. Maybe we could do it this way. I don't know. What do you think? Let's try this. Because we gotta get into those... Oh my god. We gotta get into those boxes and see what's in them. Because this is where the yeast was. And obviously the ham. Okay. Yeah. So, being that that box is almost full, and my jars have been so well behaved, putting up with a lot of abuse, I'm just going to make it easy on myself. I'm going to pick up this box. And what's in it? Extra cheesy Alfredo sauce, which I'll probably like better than anything I'd ever buy in a store. I'm actually wanting to try it out soon, and we will. We'll do, and that gives me an opportunity to open up this box. So I'm going to just set them on there nicely, and hopefully they won't pop no freaking jars. And since this box is easy to get to now, that one, but I don't know what's on it. It's not the one I want. I want to get into those ones there, but I'm going to have to move shit, right? I'm wondering if there's anything written on this box. But this is how she did it. Only she was... Okay, this one here, I took out the apple. Wait a minute. Is this where the apple was? This one might be where the apple was. Okay? Because I took out 2 jars. And I think I did have an apple in here. So this is white quinoa. Right? I have other around the house. So when I fill up the amaranth, I can put the amaranth in here. And I'll just write on the lid. 2 white quinoa. And I'm assuming, because I don't remember now, I mean, for all I know, 2 things could be missing from here. Because I got 2 more boxes there. So I need to write, of course I don't have no pen, right? Oh joy, I don't want to get up and have to go find it. Okay, so we'll just leave that for now. Right, you gotta do it all in increments. That's the only way. And there's a gaping hole here. Something's missing here. I don't know if you see that. Do you see? I'm short on space. I got locked out of the basement, remember? Plus, it made me feel insecure to put certain things down there. Okay, she took nothing from here, which are these things. Because I had those scattered around the yard. I have them scattered around the room. You gotta watch these things, you know. Make sure that they're not popping on you. Jars sweat, eh? They sweat sometimes. Okay. Seems to be okay. Alright, so she doesn't look like she got into that at this point. What are these? Sweet grape jelly. Sweet grape jelly. Oh, jeez. I gotta start giving this stuff to Amari. Yeah. I need to make a section just for Amari in here. The more I take out, the easier it will be for me. And anything what I'm coming across, a little bit, just slowly, I'm just taking it out. Don't ask me where I'm going to put it. Or what I'm going to do with it. I don't have no clue. Okay, so that seems to be fine. So we're not going to worry about that. So we're going to put that back. So she didn't touch that because you know what happened. When she found, and that's assuming that she didn't take anything from this box because those apples could have came from down there and the raisins could have came from here because the raisins were over there, and I don't know where she got those raisins outside of, I would have put them in a box like that, and there's only so many boxes like that unless she ran off with a box because that bitch is capable of anything. So what we want to do now, oh my god, this is not easy, man. Okay, so these are flat jars, like the small ones. And then, remember I told you, but I have more than 6. There should be over there too. I'm pretty sure. She didn't take that because she got excited with the ham. But she did take 6 of those size jars with something in them because there was an extra box in here. There was 2 actually, but I think 1 was mine just from whatever. And so, okay, so we, oh yeah, you see? Kale, dandelion. Okay. Let's see. What the fuck is halibut doing in here? How did the halibut get in here? And there's a Swiss or a kale or something over there. But now I know where the case is. It's right here. We just talked about halibut. It's over there. I'm filling up that case. Right? So kale, dandelion. This is like how did she do this? Like a stupid. This is Swiss chard. These were frozen in my freezer. And instead of chucking them out, I just canned them. I just haven't had a chance to do anything with them yet. And because they're canned, they're not going anywhere. As long as the jar doesn't pop, you're good to go. And it's going to be so good when you heat it up with butter and some salt, with a little bit of vinegar if you'd like. Oh my God. You can can spinach and stuff like that. Yeah. So I got kale and dandelion. And then Swiss chard. And these were frozen and I didn't want to throw them out. Because my freezer had a problem with my fridge, right? Or whatever was going on there. And I canned them. But I know for a fact one of those things are over there. While the halibut is doing a solo dance with itself. Okay, that's just fucked up. It's like retarded. I don't get it. Alright, so now what we want to do, we're gonna have to do it this way, and this is where it becomes like a bit of a freaking balancing act here, because now we're getting into heavy container. I have to see what's in this jar. So if we can maybe turn, no, that's already on jars. I gotta be careful what I'm doing. I'm gonna pop my freaking jars here, people. All because of this stupid bitch. Like, this is stupid. But I have to know. Right? So I'll just gently put those there. If they pop, oh well, what can I do about it? Nothing. So we're going to move this rice out because I was under the impression that whatever box was on the bottom of it, it said jam and something else. Okay. It was going to, it took up everything, but it didn't. So now I'm afraid to see. I'm afraid to see. How did I do this? Okay, so it's folded up. Okay, well, it's a box she didn't get into. Because she got excited with the ham and the yeast, and the clock was ticking. Plus, she was more interested with the bigger boxes. What door do you choose? Door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3? She went with the biggest fucking door. Okay, so this is stuck. Why is it stuck? It's because it's wedged in there. What's in it? Maybe that's why she couldn't get it out. Because it's hard to... It's wedged in... There's cardboard, but look what's inside of it. Looking good. If you're hungry, you could do a lot with that. Yeah. I don't know what's on the bottom. No. And she didn't get into this box because it's full. And I can barely even get into it. So, chances of her getting into the one on the bottom is probably pretty freaking slim. Because you can't even move that box. It's stuck. Because it's got cardboard on top. And I've got the rice on top. So, we're just going to leave that alone then. And assume that the bottom box is safe. Because really, that's all that's important here, right? And after everything's all said and done and organized and cleaned up, and I got more time, I'll come in from the front. I'll take out the rice containers. I'll take out the bottom one, check the pasta sauce jars, whatever. Pull out those 2 jars. We'll see where we're at. And if we feel that we need it to eat because of whatever, then we've got it. Otherwise, I'll just bring it out closer someplace so that over the course of the year, Andre, it's your turn to do dinner. What do you want? Go in Nana's room and go pick something. He can pick 3 of those and make a meal for everybody, right? Around the meal. You see what I'm saying? Right? Or he can pick a jar of fucking home canned goods. Like, seriously, man. Like, you know, like this. What is this? Turkey bone broth. So it's turkey canned with turkey bone broth. He can learn how to make a meal with this. Okay? He'll have multiple choices. Or if he wants, he can go to the freezer and get it from the freezer. Right? Or maybe I'll buy it fresh. But I'm trying to, you know, I want to get on with things. I'm trying to stay positive here, people. Alright, so I'm not going to worry about that. I can't. I don't care what's on the bottom. That's another day. Right? We want to figure out what the fuck she took. Sorry, Boo Boo took. So we'll put those back. For now, because what was on those were my Mylar bags with the chickpeas and whatever, but I can't leave them in here because, well, not like that anyway. They'd have to go in a bucket or something. Ouch. Because I don't want, you know, it's harder for rodents. Mice can't chew through this. If a rat was hungry, it could. But not mice. Mylar bag, both of them can chew through it. So I'm not trying to encourage rodents to be in my room. So I took them out, and I'm utilizing this space currently for my rice. So they fit pretty nice. Now, big gaping hole. I bet you, remember I told you 6 of these jars are missing? 6 of those jars are missing. Because I have that box that's empty that she took and started filling up stupid jars with and then put it over there and covered it up with something. And currently I've been picking through it. And that's where that pasta's slowly but surely accumulating, where I've got 8 jars, and technically it should be at least 12 or more. I'm sure I'll find them somewhere around here. So maybe she stole 6 of these black wild rice. Because I would have hid them, right? Keep them down to the ground, right? It's nice and cold. Oh yeah. It's pretty good. This is where the I'm just tightening the lids. They appear to be sealed, but I'm just tightening the lids while I'm here. This is where the yeast was. That's why I couldn't find it. And I guess Ham, when she got all excited. Yeah, she was excited before she even came in here by herself. She told me she was excited. She said, "This is exciting for me," when we were taking the trunk out. Oh, my ear's ringing again. Oh, I know it's hard on you, Judy. Oh, just don't worry, everything will be okay. I'll help you. But just, it's all exciting for me, even though it's hard for you. Yeah, I bet it was exciting for you. Okay, so what's in this box that is left behind? I need to get a pen and write really on there. Oh yeah, it was the quinoa. The white quinoa. I wonder if there's anything written on this box where it says that. Because I'd like to know what was in it. But I don't always write on things. See nothing. I don't see nothing. Oh my god. You gotta be a bloody contortionist for this. Okay, 2 white quinoa. Okay, anything else? In terms of, obviously that was the most important because those apples, they weren't important, but I wasn't ready to do anything. Oh, here we go. What's on this one? See, chocolate chips. It says 3 chocolate chips, 1 white quinoa. Do you think we're gonna find 3 chocolate chips in there, people? What do you think? Huh? I'm serious. What do you think, people? Do you see that? 3 chocolate chips, 1 white quinoa. Well, let's find out. Okay, and I'm gonna get a pen to write this up on top. Hold on a minute. Okay, so this camera runs out very quickly in terms of battery life. Alright. No, that's not the one. It's that one. It said 3 chocolate, right? 3 chocolate chip. White quinoa. Let's see if they're in there, people. Because the one that I had over there, I did a second chocolate run. I've done like several of them because, like I said, I stopped buying chocolate bars because I want Andre to learn how to make his own chocolate candy for the better quality of getting away from fructose sugar and all that stupid crap. Alright. Alright. So we'll just move that for now. Okay, well there's jars in there. Now she couldn't get into each and every box. Clearly she couldn't read it because it was squished. So let's see. Well, there's the white quinoa. Nice. I don't need to buy that for a long time. I got it in a few places. Oh, isn't that amazing, people? Look at that. Chocolate chips, October of 2023. Wow. I was busy. Yeah. And then I did it again in 2024. Maybe not as much. So I should put box number 1, 2, 3. So let's just do it this way. I'm going to put dresser. long. And then I'm sitting on a box, so if it goes this way, so, right, 1, 2, 3, 4 anyway, so, okay, so, this is the third box in, right? This is how you do it, right? You're supposed to do it like that from the get-go, but so it says 1 white quinoa, and it should be 3 chocolate chips. So before I write it down, let's see. Okay, so that's 1. Oh my god. 2. I guess I should put the date on it, right? October, right? 2023. I don't know what the quinoa was, but I'm assuming it's pretty much the same time period. Now you know why I was looking forward to retiring, because hard work. So they're all there. So that's good. She didn't get into that box. No. And this was done in September of 2023. Okay, so I'll just put September 2023. Alright, so that box is done. So now what I do is I'm going to write it on the top of it, because I don't see it. Or did I already write it? Oh, I already did. Oh, wait, what is... Can't see, man. Let's see. Chocolate chips. October 23. White quinoa. So I've already written. it. So what was she doing? Just mixing up fucking jars in here? Because clearly she didn't get into each and every box. Because if that was the case, I'm pretty sure something would have been missing out of that box. I mean, that was... Right? Talk about a heat score. Is she just sitting here mixing up fucking jars? Picking her nose? I don't get it. Okay, so that one's done. I'm going to put that back. Okay. The one that's missing is the one that's over there, which is the most recent one. Because I did the chocolate chip run just like, what, 6 months ago? Canadian Superstore had them on sale. That's why. And because I don't buy chocolate. Yeah. I don't buy chocolate. And I thought, to hell with it, just get, because we're going to start eating chocolate chip cookies. And then, you know, before you know, I'll be going through it like freaking water. And then I'll be complaining. So if I have a little extra, I just thought it would, you know, like, I wouldn't get anxiety as the jar was getting lower and lower and lower. Stop making chocolate chip cookies. Stop giving them all to your uncle. I know he likes them, but come on now, you know? You gotta spread this out. Okay, and then this box, what was it again? 2 white quinoa. And then what I'll do, I haven't had a chance because I'm working in here. And I haven't even done dishes because it's not like anyone can leave Amari by himself. Andre's basically keeping an eye on him, people. Feeding him, changing him, right? You know what I'm saying? So this box is here. So I'm going to just write two white quinoa. Right? Okay. What was the date on it, just to be double sure? Yeah, September of 2023. Okay, and then what I need to do is muster up the energy. Go wash a whole bunch of dirty dishes so I can wash some jars, the 4 1-gallon jars that I got, so I can jar up at least 2 jars, which 25 pounds of amaranth, organic amaranth should do, and then put them in here and call it a day. Yeah. And I already pulled out. And okay, I think this is going to be one long-ass video. I'm going to put it up as is, people. And like, it's going on 6 o'clock. I don't think I'm going to make it till 10 tonight. I'm already starting to... I'm pretty fucking tired, man. Sorry, boo-boo tired. I'm getting dizzy because I like just drinking coffee. I'm not eating. When I'll eat is when I'm turn off the light for the night. I go on the couch. Andre's going to make me some vegetable soup with crackers and 4 pieces of toast. And then I'm going to fall asleep because I've been up since 4 this morning. And even then I wasn't sleeping because my son phoned, right? Brooks. Hung up on him. I said, you realize the time? I hung up on him. And that's when I was like thinking about, like, when does an Uber guy, because I wasn't sleeping, right? Because I woke up. Like, that's when I was thinking, like, when does an Uber guy ever come to somebody's door? I've never heard of that. Those guys, they sit in their cars. They don't like to get out. And they don't like to wait. None of that crap. They're gone. If you're not out there, they don't stick around. So that's what makes me wonder about this, you know? And, I mean, this girl was laughing her ass off. She was aggressive with me. Why you got so much corned beef? You got a lot of corned beef. Why? Well, I don't know. Well, how would you know? You know, you got so much corned beef, and, you know, crab is so expensive. Yeah, like, yeah. Anyway, I'm making progress. It doesn't look like I'm making progress. Not yet, anyway. But I am. I mean, this is extremely messed up. Like, I'm halfway through the jars. I haven't even sorted them out over there. Like, she put her fucking grubby fingers, sorry, boo-boo fingers, into everything almost. Yeah, minus a few boxes that she didn't get into because, you know. So anyway, I have to just keep plugging away. But I'm getting sick. I can feel it. You know, I'm dizzy. And then, of course, you know, when you're straining, and because, you know, this is very strenuous, having to navigate in between this shit and stepping over and lifting, and I'm not eating. I'm getting behind on dishes. Andre's going to have to do a few dishes tonight. You know, obviously I'm behind on laundry, right? You know what I'm saying? There's other things I should be doing, but I can't because I'm calling the police, people. I'm calling the police. I really am. And, you know, they'll come to the house and they'll want to see for themselves where the crime was committed. So, there you go, Rhea. You got cops now going to be trampling through my fucking bedroom. Boo-boo bedroom. But that's okay, because it's turning into a pantry. It's been turning into a pantry for a long, long time. So I moved out some hat boxes, and I've got, you know, like, I don't know where to put this stuff, but as I'm pulling it out, it's going out, right? Because I put jars on top of that trunk, and there's still a batch of hat boxes. You know, I'll eventually take them out. And I took out some other things. I managed to come across, I'm surprised, bitch. I'm really surprised that you didn't find these. Why weren't you interested in these? I thought I scored when I found these. I'm like, well, how come this bitch didn't find these? She likes to sew. Look at these beautiful scissors. My God. Why are they even in here? Unless maybe you found them somewhere that I didn't know where they were at, because I don't remember scissors like this in my room. I don't. This is something that would be in my sewing room, but I feel like I scored big time here. Oh, look at these ones. These are nice. These are really nice, and these are new. These are nice new scissors. Hey, bitch, right? You were going for the raisins, and when you should have went for the scissors. Oh, here's another one. To cut, you know? Look at that. So I'm really happy about that. I didn't even know I had them in here. Like I said, something like this would be in my sewing room. So I put those in my sewing room. So as I'm finding, but it's just, you know, whatever. Don't complain. I have no place to put it. Yeah, well, you'll figure it out. Can't stay in here. No point in staying in here. Right. We have a mission for this room. I didn't think I'd have cops running around in it. That would be the last thing that I ever thought would be in this room. Right? But, you know, we don't want them to think I'm a fucking, I'm sorry, boo-boo, what do you call that? Meth head. A goof. A twinker. You know what I'm saying? She left it like I was a tweaker. Only tweakers do shit like this. In terms of scattering things around. So I'm at my wit's end now. I'm burning out. And because it's like going on 6 o'clock outside, I know it doesn't seem like much, but when you're going blind, it is, you know, it's getting darker now outside, right? Because it's going on 6 o'clock, eh? So the sun is down. And the ambient light, I guess you could say, in the room is changing. And it's getting harder for me to see. Yeah, which makes it even harder for me. And now that I'm tired and I'm getting dizzy and I'm feeling wonkers, you know, it's rough. So, I don't know where to start because I don't quite want to give up yet. I can't really work too much at night because I don't want to make too much noise, right? Because my son gets up really early in the morning, eh? So I try and not, you know, because I'm moving and things are dropping and, you know, and I can't be doing this at 3, 4 in the morning when he's sleeping. So I'm kind of hooped. But I need to, maybe, I don't know what to do now. I did such a good job in terms of, you know, I did accomplish actually a fair amount. It's just, you know, when you're on a roll and you're going, and all of a sudden you come to a screeching halt, and you just don't know what to do. So you got to sleep on it for a day or 2 or 3. That's why I told that bitch, just leave this alone, because I have to, you know, it's strategy. You know, you got to work it out, you got to balance it out, you got to take shit out, you know, you got to figure out what's important, what's not important, what's long term, what's short term. And how, if it's short term, how you're going to get to it so it's easy, especially for Andre. Because you have to remember, I've been kind of designing this around Andre to, well, what are we going to have for dinner tonight? Oh, well, I don't know, Andre. Why don't we have some rice with some coconut milk? But the only problem with Andre, though, is he's so rough. You know, he's trashy that way, you know. He's just, like, barreling through and, like, hasty. You know, like throwing things, and, you know, he'll walk by and knock something over, and he won't bother to pick it up. And, like, I pushed that can back there, and I couldn't even get that can if I wanted to. So, no point in sending Andre in for a can of this, because it got stuck back there. But I suppose if you went like this, I could put a little knife there, like a butter knife. Anyway. It's all a learning process. Oh, let's try this. We'll have that for dinner. And right behind it, I'm just testing it out. is asparagus with some rice. That's a quick meal. Kind of works. It's not ideal, but it's okay. All right, so yeah, and I'm achy. You know, I don't sleep well as it is. I haven't had anything to eat all day. All I did was have like 3 cups of coffee. You know, I'm trying to stay positive. I don't know where to start now because all I know is I just got to keep at it. But as soon as the light changes, I can feel it. Now, mind you, I've been going, well, it's 6 o'clock now, and I started at something like, oh my God, 7, 8 in the morning, maybe 6. I waited till my son got up and was moving around, so we'll say 6, 6:30, and for the most part, I've been in here. So for 12 hours, 6 to 6, we'll just say from 6 to 6. I've been up since 4 and I wasn't even really sleeping. I was wanting to sleep, but just as I was almost ready to go to sleep, my son Brooks called. And once he called, that was it. I was up, thinking about what kind of Uber comes to your door. I've never heard of that. That's what makes me suspicious. On top of, how did she do all this by herself? I don't know. I mean, it's possible. She's tall, she's nimble, she's quick, she's experienced, she's bold, she's got everything it takes to do it, right? She wasn't her first run. Okay. All right, so yeah, out of the 12 hours, we'll just say, between sitting in front of the computer and transferring files onto the external hard drive and then transferring files from the camera onto the computer, and I converted 2 videos over to, I've been going full steam ahead here. And when the cops come, you know, hopefully it will look better than this. And I'm just going to point. I'll give them a list of the things that I've determined are missing, right? The 1-gallon jar of chocolate chips that I just recently bought over the last 3 months, not in 2023, but in about 4 or 5 months ago, okay? I have video on that. It was right here. It's gone. Where the hell is my maple sugar? As if I want to spend $204 for, what, 80 ounces of maple sugar? Like, come on, people. I'd like to know where my maple sugar is. It's not here. Nope. And so on. The ham. The yeast. Just yada. Okay, I see I'm dizzy. I'm dizzy. I can feel it. I'm like, probably because I'm tired and I haven't eaten. And I'm overwhelmed. And I don't know where to start now. I'm on a gridlock now. I have to sleep on this. I have to think strategy. All right. I might go as far as taking out those hat boxes, and then it just gives me a little extra space to start dealing with this congestion in here. And I'm just gonna, I don't even know where I'm gonna put those hat boxes, but whatever. Like I said, you don't know what it feels like putting your life into a hobo bag. Those hat boxes are going into my hobo bag so I can throw it over my shoulder. Oh, what do you got hanging off your back? Oh, well, they're just my old hat boxes, you know. My landlord, she kicked me out, and she said it was okay, I could keep those just in case it rained. So just in case it rained, I have my hats in my hat box. Other than that, I'm a hobo bitch. Yeah. That's basically what it's boiling down to here. And that says a lot for fucking, I'm sorry, boo-boo Canada. Don't you think? I think so. That says a lot about Canada. Okay. This is hard. This girl made a huge mess. Now I'm wondering if she did this because she actually stole some of them and she wanted to make it mixed up so that I couldn't figure it out in terms of, because, you know, I mean, like, I can, like, 12 to, the more you can fill up the canner, the better it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got one jar of, I mean, yeah, there was the odd time I do, like, what do you call it? See, it's getting hard to see, eh? A couple of jars, but not very often. Most of the time, it was a full canner. You know? So I got one jar of beef. Now, mind you, I ain't done over there, right? From, like, we'll just say June 4th of 2024. But only one jar. I ain't canning one jar in the pressure canner of beef. No, it'd be like more like a whole case. This is raw bacon. I thought I'd try that out. Gotta be careful it doesn't fall, but it's starting to... Sometimes these felt pens, they don't always work. So I'm just writing it back on. So, you know, but... Like, I'm wondering if she did walk off with a bunch of jars. You know? And she mixed them up so I wouldn't notice, so that she got $500-600 worth of beef and the jars. Oh yeah, like that's messed up. That's why it's important that I call the police and let them know what happened, because this is way too weird, people. Like, she got, like, you know, it's all, I don't know, like, she was standing guard over the crap. You know, she was aggressive when she came out of the room, as if I fucking owed her an explanation. You know, she was being real cocky about the shit. Right? She's a nobody. A nobody does this kind of crap. Yup. So, yeah. Well, I did get something done today. Thank you for keeping me company for the ones that are my friends. I appreciate it. I wish my videos could be different, but doesn't seem that way though, does it? Always comes back to somebody looting my shit. Yeah, slowly but surely, I'm going into hobohood. Yeah. I'll leave this behind. The girl is completely wonkers. Jealousy is a bitch, Rhea. Yeah. You're one jealous bitch. Yeah, something fueled it. If not that, it'd be something else with this girl, because she's done this before. She's too fucking cocky about it. Standing guard, just the whole 9 yards. Yeah. But I'd be very surprised if I find them all. Yeah, in terms of my jars. Too many boxes are missing too. I don't have enough boxes to put these jars away, I don't think. No. So these ones seem to be pretty much intact, but they were up there, so... Some things she didn't touch. Other things she went nuts with. Yeah. One jar popped. I told you, it's just a matter of time. The less you bang them around, touch them, the happier they are, the longer they will last. It's in here somewhere. It's an old one. Don't ask me where she found it, because I don't know. It says pear syrup. September of 2016. You can hear it. Which tells me she got it from in there, in that little cubby over there. Yeah, a sick puppy. Okay. So I would suspect, because I canned bacon fat when I was canning the bacon. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. Rubbed off. Oh my lord. Here we go. Yeah. Bacon lard. 2023. Alright, so let's just write that back on there. These ones were actually done in the pressure canner. Bacon lard. It's not necessary, but yeah, March 2023. I'm making headway, slowly but surely, but I don't know, it's really tough. Sucking up my time, making me tired, getting behind on other things. Do you guys think that she thought she got away with it? Or do you think she just didn't give a shit if she got caught? As long as she got the goods out, that's all she cared about, right? Well, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I give myself a few days with this. Okay, so this case looks like it's ready to go up there. I should probably just give it a quick wipe. I should have wiped it first. Just a little quick one. Right. It's not gonna come off. When you put these things away, you want to give them the best chance to survive. In terms of no rust on the lid, right? Don't give the lids any means as a conductor to start rusting. Rust is your worst enemy, and obviously clanging and banging and all that crap doesn't help either. But in light of everything, I think these jars have been holding up pretty freaking good. Okay, so that's done. So now we just need to write on the box what it is, and then I'm going to make a label as well, and I'm going to tape it on there. So this is raw bacon. And it's March 2023. And lard, I'll put lard. Not very many. Just these little ones. Enough for a few meals. Look how nice and white that is. Looks kind of white to me. Alright. See how I just got myself a little nest going on in here. You know, I got the pink salmon, but I know I did more than that. And I've got the mackerel, only half a case of each. But guess what I don't have? How do you spell mackerel? I don't have the sockeye one that I can't. Nope. And they're in salmon-sized jars. Paid a lot of money for that stuff, people. I paid a lot of money for that shit. You see, maybe that's why she mixed this shit up. Maybe she did steal jars. And she mixed them up so I wouldn't know, like I wouldn't be able to put a dollar amount on it. I can those. Oh my god, I'm trying to figure out how to spell this stupid thing. I spent a fair amount of money for that fish. The pink salmon, the mackerel, and the sockeye. And I used salmon-sized jars for the sockeye. And a bit with the pink. I did more pint size with the pink. But the sockeye, oh yeah, I remember. Because I did that last year, right? Pretty sure. It wasn't that long ago, year and a half ago, or whatever the hell it was. Now I'm feeling around for the tape. Good luck finding it. Do you see how I struggle with this shit? Thanks, Rhea, for fucking me over, bitch. You are the definition of white trash. See this? Kiss it. Kiss my ass, bitch. Yeah. Skanky hoe. Washed up, dried up, wannabe bitch. Oh my god, where the freak is the tape? Oh, I try and keep things together. It's kind of hard when you don't have a lot of shit room to do anything with. Yeah. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. I just want to get on with it. I'm tired. Oh, this is stupid. Come on. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, where's my sockeye salmon, bitch? In the 250 mil. Huh? All I have to do is go into my videos, get the date, add it to the bill. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I want to just keep working in here. And oh no, I lost that little piece of paper. Oh, just lovely. That's not here, people. Oh my God. This is it. Oh, that's not it. You see me write it out? I don't want to have to write it again. Oh, I can't believe I did this. I lost it. I just freaking had it. Now, I gotta work on this every day, all day, for however long it takes. In terms of getting a really good general idea. I don't have to get it right down to the bitter penny, but I can get pretty damn near close. Yeah, and I lost that piece of paper. It must have been on my lap and it fell. And of course, gravity made it go someplace where I can't see it. And I really don't want to write it out again. So as I'm finding jars, this here says chicken broth, May of 2024, which belongs up there because I can tell by the thickness of that it's chicken thighs, and then I guess I did broth too, so I'll put that up there while it's on my mind. Right? And then if the thing fills up here, May of 2024, yeah. If it fills up, because I find more. I don't know how many chicken thighs I did, but I'm almost at 8 jars. I'm at seven jars of chicken thighs and 3 jars of broth. So I still have a few more to go. But every jar counts. Right? Okay, I'm pissed off. That little piece of paper went missing. I don't want to have to write it out again. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just wait. See if it pops back up before I write out another one. Yeah. Or maybe that's it. No, that's not it. I'm sitting on a can. Oh, this is stupid. Okay. See, now with it getting dark, It's just getting hard to see more than before. So why is this lid loose? I know I had more than one ghee in here too. But there's one. Anyway,